To sit back and be like, nobody noticing me. I'm just this smooth guy running off with the money.
Current location 01010 Matrix Boulevard, somewhere in the American Society. Manifesto. Head west on Memory Lane toward North Babylon Trail for 0.3 miles. Turn left onto less traveled road in 700 feet. Turn right onto BLK Privilege Boulevard in 0.1 miles.
I try to tell him to follow the big dip, enticing by the ice on the side of a big ship. And now you get the true definition of big drip. The marathon.
Your destination will be on the right.
You must have thought that we was coming the same. I let your mama, she the one who to blame.
Shabbat Shalom, gods and goddesses.
You had a closed circuit hidden camera on me, it would appear as if I was a sick individual. You know, I'm gifted in the fact that I can actually interact. You feel me? But in that state, it's definitely, you're a conduit. You're a transmission system. It's not me. You know what I mean? I've equipped my mind with the algorithm. So by learning words, the more availability you have to your expression, the more which is going to be relayed in your sense. Just like if you got the best internet connection in the world, you feel me? The only way you can get that is by allowing yourself to be that, man. You got to be open.
Go so deep, go so deep, go so deep. Go so deep, go so deep, go so deep. Don't know me, no more ego, so free. Don't know Evo, no Evo, no me. Go so deep, go so deep, go so deep. Go so deep, go so deep, go so deep. No Rollie, don't go sleep, don't know sheep. Don't know Evo, no Evo, no me. It's happening, something is happening. I felt a spirit coming back again. My little magic friend. I'm the bag of skin it casted in. The voice you're hearing on the track is him. Telepathic chin that put the talent in the paladin, like Michael Jackson did when he was black of him. Can't imagine it. So before they bring assassins in and put me in a casket, let me grab a pin. Slice wrist, jab it in, plug it in the main vein and fill it with my blood intravenously. Write my life story, end it with a dot. From the last drop of blood I have to bleed in me. Dead, but I'm resurrected when you're reading me. I put me in ink, corpse got a deity. Yeah, elevation of the Kundalini. If I make it up to heaven's gates, I'ma do graffiti. I don't care if you was Mussolini. I let an entity enemy, how could an enemy crew defeat me? You don't got the visuals to see me. I can see better in 4D than you do in 3D. I need a queen, if I'ma ever be truly kingly. She put the rubber on me, I'ma bust out, I'm a super genie. Wrote this with a ghost talking to me that I met when I was doing Ouija. Go so deep, go so deep, go so deep. Go so deep, go so deep, go so deep. Don't know me, no more ego, so free. Don't know Evo, no Evo, no me. Go so deep, go so deep, go so deep. Go so deep, go so deep, go so deep. No Rollie, don't go sleep, don't know sheep. Don't know Evo, no Evo, no me.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Black Wall Street Bets Taco Tuesday, where we talk about currency only. Today we are here with Empire, Professor Ras Natty. What's going on, brethren?
In the building on the Taco Tuesday.
On the Taco Tuesday, nigga, in the building, man. Definitely. Thank everybody for coming through, man. You know, that's I can't really call that the closing bell. It's the opening bell for us, man. The bell's always open, and every time you hear a bell, something open. Nothing never closed. 24 hours. Crypto, stocks, commodities, bonds, people. Invest wise. There's always investment opportunities to be made. So I don't want a lot of people to be scared right now. But y'all, I know a lot of people seeing the title and like, yo, should I be scared, bro? You talking about inflation and shit? Hey, even if you is scared and you stop doing everything, it ain't gonna change nothing. So, right, you can do one thing and one thing only: remain level.
And subscribe.
Oh, man, you can talk, man.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make it seem like it was all together.
No, it's a different voice. You just come in, but make sure y'all subscribe to the channel.
Alrighty, guys.
Yeah, we think too deep.
Market recon for the crypto space. Bitcoin is currently at $39,722, up 2% on the day. Ethereum is at $2,646, up 3% on the day.
Mind you, all these prices that y'all are seeing right now is pullback. I told y'all that one of the big moves that happen usually at night is around from that little. We usually try to start the cast. That's kind of how we got that 10:30 exact starting time. But yeah, around that time, that's when a lot of these action from the days happen. So like you'll be seeing the day and you'll be like, man, this shit just is stagnant. But you won't notice that throughout the whole day you've been holding a certain level. Like a lot of people kind of miss that shit with right. But hey, teach his own. We had a nice push earlier, went to 39.7, pull back. I think the 38 possibly. But I think we held 39. I wasn't really paying attention to it like that. But like I said, I seen the setup. It's a setup there, and the setup still didn't get hit. What happened was there was a couple uptrends that we hit with some power, meaning that we was at the bottom. So we hit them with some power. And if you kind of look at those candles super big, and then we had like 2 or 3 of those. So it weren't really like consistent battle, and it was almost like, yo, it's your turn and you do your thing type vibe. So that's how you always see it retracing, because after it gets up there, then you go look at the other time frames and like, those bro, they got to pull back a little bit. So you immediately started seeing the retracing, and like, you know, a lot of people there in the market, they be like, man, we got 41 now, you gave it all back. So you know, the market kind of weird, bro. I'm not gonna say the market isn't weird, right? But there's ways to say you got to figure this shit out, bro, because everything is weird, bro. Everything is weird. I was just listening to the brother Dr. Hassan, and he was just talking about college graduation rates for males, and really black males, right? Well, males and then specifically black males, but you know, another day, another dollar. I'm gonna speak about that for sure. Before I even start talking, Empress, let me light up my little magic friend. Oh, somebody stole my fuck, somebody moved. No, it's just that one lighter that I had. Thank you, beautiful.
Solana's at $83.45, up 4% on the day. Polkadot is at $18.11, up 3%. Luna is down 6%. Luna had its run pretty early. Remember, just at $100, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but now it's currently at $87.
But make sure y'all keep in mind, right? What I tell y'all is when things push, they retrace, and the goal is to hold lower highs, right? So last time we pulled back higher lows. Thank you. Right, not lower highs, but nevertheless higher lows, like Empress said. So when we pull back this time, we want to hold about the 80 level. Like last time, Solana dropped a lot of level. Then they went to 60s, right? Possibly even went to 55s or the 40s. They was tripping, right? So there's levels that you got to start holding to start making legs up. Mm-hmm. So right, you don't just go straight. So whenever you see a stock extend, like say you've been watching the Bitcoin the whole day, you said like, oh, they went to 41. You would immediately just open up a sell. Usually, like I said, there's times that something will be saying something else where it's like, yo, there's another one that's about to get hit too, and another one gonna get hit. So you never know when the pullback is coming. But sometimes you could almost time it on the top of the head. You don't get it at the top, that you don't really care about getting it at the top. You just want to time it on top of the head, meaning that all the uptrends are hit, and not hit in the sense that, yo, them shits just got hit, and now they're gonna need some attention because I'm looking at the stoke or I'm looking at whatever you may be looking at to decide. You want to make sure things are done, right? Meaning that it went up to the high, and it usually go back and test it again. So if you've seen that with Bitcoin, it ran up. It was, I think, 41.7. Did a little pullback and thought about trying to go back for it. And it was like, the 2 minute the downtrend came, 3 minute downtrend came. All these downtrends came. What you got to understand what downtrend is, because we pushed so high to 41, there's downtrends all through the chart, right? So you may be looking at it like, man, let's hold this 1 minute and get going back up. And then the 2 minute hit you, bam, and you like, fuck. Then the 3 minute hit you, then the 5 minute hit you, and then now you're down to 39.7, right? So that just shows you how quick things can happen based on you just looking at the 1 minute and being like, I'm good, I'm just gonna wait on this or wait on that. You got to kind of look at how close you may not be using those, but yeah, you gotta, the judgment got to be very, very peculiar.
Right. So for clarification, are you saying when things are done, meaning when all the time intervals have been exhausted?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's up or down?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Then, and like I said, depends on what. I didn't want to give nothing too specific because depending on what whatever they're using, they may not see what I'm seeing. So they're like, what dot, man? I'm looking at my dots on the chart.
All right.
Dots on the goddamn chart. You tripping, bro?
Join the Patreon if you guys want to understand those indicators and what they're all about and what actual indicators we use to let you know these time intervals have been exhausted. But until then, continue to stay tuned and ask your questions in the comment section. BNB is at $372 on the day, up 1%. ADA, also known as Cardano, is at 80 cents, up 1.77%. Doge is at 11 cents. It's up 0.45%. Litecoin is at $107.58, up 2.22% on the day. Who else is on here? Monero, also known as XMR, is at $187, up 4%.
Graph.
Yeah.
Phantom.
I'm about to go.
Basic attention token.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Phantom is currently at $1.17, up 10%.
Mm-hmm.
Big move for Phantom. Theta is at 272, up 20%. Sandbox is at $2.74, up 1.18%. Mana is at $2.27, up 0.09%. Graph is at 44 cents, up 20%. Very good day for Graph as far as percentage increase. Very green day. Basic attention token, also known as BAT, is at 81 cents, up 14% on the day. Another big move. These guys must have hit some weekly uptrends. The double-digit increases.
No, you got to think about it. Those smaller caps.
Mm-hmm.
All they got to do is move a couple dollars, and it's just double digits already.
Right.
It's not Bitcoin, so they ain't got to hit no big uptrends, really and truly.
Okay.
To get movement, yeah. And like I always tell you, if Bitcoin moved 2%, Bitcoin was just at 41, so it had to be up at least 4%, right? So now you just double all the smaller caps, right? So because Phantom is at $1, it's a little bit small. It's a small cap for sure, so it moves 8 to 10%, right? Because goddamn Graph is at 45 cents, that's gonna move 20 to 30%, right? That's how you kind of get those numbers.
Okay.
Right, so yeah, it's gonna always play out like that.
Matic is at $1.37. This is also known as Polygon. Yeah, $1.37, up 0.94% on the day. And then Crowcoin is at 38 cents, up 2.49% on the day. Yep. That is the conclusion of that market recon. Any other ones?
Cool. And they said we had a green stock day today.
You're telling me this?
Yeah, that was it. They had the Dow was up, S&P up. Everybody was technically up.
Okay, I see the green.
Yeah, they said Goldman Sachs wants workers back in office 5 days a week. I told you, me and Goldman Sachs right now, we're battling with each other because I love them as a company and as an institution. But man, these little rules, bro.
They're pillars.
These rules, you gotta get them the fuck up out of here, my G. Because
But how do you feel about like an employee that works for a bank working at their house?
No, that's I ain't not what they can work at their house because they got all these goddamn cameras to spy on everybody. So I know they spying on us, right? But like I'm saying, it's not even about working at the house or not working out. Take them back to the office if you want to, right? Why do they got to be vaccinated and all these triple vax and the 18 vax and you got this and you got this and you got what are we doing?
They're still talking about that type of stuff.
Goldman? Goldman tripping right now. You know, Goldman got a lot of old people, I'm guessing. Older folks at the Goldman home. But also Goldman. Oh no, there's another variant they said that's out.
What's it called?
Decron. So remember the one that we had with the D name? That bruh. Now they put him with Cron on the back. Remember we had the Omni bruh. The Omi or whatever the last nigga name with Cron. Yeah, so they took our second bruh name. So, you know, they came out first bruh and then the D bruh came out.
You're losing creativity.
Yeah, so they say, yeah, you know what, just put the Cron on the end of the D one that we had the first time. I don't know how y'all got that one. But like, cause what was the Omicron nonsense? What was that one about?
I thought that was a number 15.
Oh, it was a number that they were saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But all right, Microsoft is up 3.87% on the day. Google 2.58%. Apple 2.9%. Tesla 4.63%. Chevron is down 5%.
You know why?
Today is Tuesday. I'm not sure why.
Oh, simple, right? Like I was saying just now with Bitcoin going to 41. Bitcoin just moved faster, so it seems like they're dropping fast. Same thing, right? If you run hot, eventually I'm coming back.
Oh, okay, yeah. Just in regards to fundamentals and technical analysis, yes, there are retracements occurring currently because it's been hitting 52-week highs, new 52-week highs, like for the past 2 weeks.
Yes, ma'am.
With the whole Ukraine situation and gas prices going up. But I did read an interesting story about a gas station operating at a loss to give people gas at like $2.25 in North Carolina, some cheap price. They gave them a sale for the day.
For the day.
Well, actually, until they ran out.
Yeah, I got a gas story I'm bringing up later.
Okay.
But yeah, Chevron, a lot of these gas plays, they should all be in that Chevron situation. They all down. Right. And what happened was oil slipped below $100 again. So right, we just pushed above $100, which a lot of us didn't think was gonna happen. I remember listening to a bro almost 3 months ago, sometime last month, and he was saying it's going to $100 or something crazy like that. And I'm like, shut up.
Because on average, it's averaging like $80. So they were baffled that it was going to move that much basis points.
So when bro was saying these things, like I said, I'm not a commodities guy, so I don't really focus on it as much based on me not having access to the charts. I don't want to go on another software. It's just a bunch of nonsense with the situation with the oil. But when he said that, I thought it was interesting, and that's why me and Empress was making a couple plays with like a Chevron, because we like Chevron, kind of know a little bit more about it as far as the stock. And you can find a lot more places than the commodity of oil. It may be the Brent, or it may be this oil. You feel me? You don't know what oil you're really getting. It could be U.S. oil. It could be goddamn Russian oil. You feel me? You don't know what as far as how the oil situation works. But that's why even now with stocks and things like that, a lot of people may be moving to trading more currencies. I'm not sure. But right now you're just trading on bigger platforms instead of being like, yo, I'm betting on stock. I'm really like, yo, the price for this country about to go down. Because like, right, I was looking at GBP. GBP got some setups. I'm telling you, everybody got some setups. Google, Amazon, these people about to roar back, Empress, because look, what we seen was everybody hit weekly downtrend, monthly downtrends. Remember what we witnessed?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of testing going on.
Man, bro, I'm telling you, if once the market comes back to regular, bro, these niggas are gonna roar back because they're gonna hit monthly uptrends. They're gonna hit yearly uptrends. Some of these Some of these stocks has been smacked, bro, to yearly downtrends. I'm just telling you. So now you're gonna get those same results going back up. So now it's all about, yo, can you hold levels? Bro, it's just a rough patch. Everybody got rough patches. Can you survive the rough patch though? Because if you survive the rough patch, that's where all the results and all the things come from. Because right now, bro, people are buying. Like with Empras saying, yo, it's up 22%. What if you believed in graph and every time it dropped, you just bought? Right? You just believe in something. Every time it falls, you buy. There may not be a bunch of those on your list where you believe in them so wholeheartedly that you want to keep on getting in. But there's some of these things where it's like, yo, come on, bro. You said it's gonna be a 75 cent. All these things. Same thing I tell you with Luna. What's the next Luna? Luna not even done yet. Let me ask what's next. But I'm just saying, like, who else could go from 42 cents when I was telling y'all about it? $1, nigga, 12 cents, $16. Like all these easy ass prices it was at. And now it's struggling to get below that 50. So we're holding levels. And that means next leg. So the same way with Bitcoin never went back to $10 or whatever the fuck it was so long ago. Bro, once we get to new legs, them old numbers is through.
20K. Fiending.
Man, hey, you see how bad they wanted? Hey,
fiending for that 20K Bitcoin. Man, bro, I'm getting in as soon as it 20K.
As soon as it hit it.
Right. If it hits 20K, it literally is going to bounce back.
Man, that's all I'm thinking, boy. If it hit 20K.
But they might go test it to see what levels are over there and what's going on. But I doubt if there's anything down there because it's so compact at like 30K, 38K. Like it's so compact. There's no movement past this point. Like there's like it's this all the sand is at the bottom. And once we get to the level of 38, like you can't go past that sand level. You have to only go up. So that's what you guys that are not familiar with the crypto space and just technical analysis of charts in general, you have to understand is like, I want to say, okay, how would I put this? There's a group of people that have amassed $38,000 to make Bitcoin, $38,000, and they are not budging. In other words, they're not selling off. You can't tell them anything special. They might have passed away. Whatever the case may be, like this price isn't going to waver whatsoever. It's so compact and stuck there. Like you have nothing but to go up. So if you came in at 10K, none of this inflation talk and all this other stuff really matters to you. It's like, oh, cool. My asset is locked in though. My Bitcoin price is locked in. So yeah, that's what we really have to understand about this game is that it's a long-term game. And if you're in it to win it, you have to be extremely patient because this whole concept, as far as the markets in general, is from the impatient hand to the patient hand.
It's gonna happen every time, bro. We all have good days, we all have bad days, bro. It's just about longevity. Those are the people that we talk about. I'm telling you, like, I don't know if y'all know this shit, but one day go on YouTube and type in world's greatest traders.
Long haulers.
I'm telling you, and then you could even type in just to get a separate category, Empras. You could say greatest trades ever made. And to be a random dude, he just made a fucking crazy. I'm talking about made $1 trillion on a trade, damn near. Like those are greatest trades, but like the greatest trader. It's like over longevity, like, yeah, he did this, and yeah, he's still doing that. Yeah, he got like a hedge fund, right? So you'll see these different things. If people just got a little win, and you got a victory, right? You end up getting the whole shebangy wang. But yeah, I'm ready for you could what it is?
Who owns Reddit?
Oh man, I don't know what that's about. Run that real good. I don't think that would be right now.
No, who owns stocks? Reddit upper class.
Okay, bomb. Run that, and we're gonna go back. You gotta go. Yeah, run that. That's perfect. Run it. Yes, ma'am.
Who owns stocks? Reddit users, but mostly upper class Americans. 3/4 of Americans who describe their social class as rich or upper middle class, 75%, currently have money invested in the stock market. Most Americans who identify as working class, 70%, or poor, 89%, do not have any money invested on Wall Street. Articles by Lindley Sanders, updated January 29, 2021.
All right, just think about those numbers, and then now look at what's actually going on with wealth. All right, do you hear those numbers?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even super impressed. Well, I guess it's 70% right here, but I guess the poor is 89% and the working class is 70%.
Yeah.
Okay. Because what I was saying is I'm more fucking taken aback by the 89%. Like 90% of poor people don't think it's a good idea to invest. So why wouldn't we invest? Right, at least when you like, cause I said like that number is super high, bro. Especially when you look at it in comparison to 75% of people that's upper middle class or rich, not middle class, like upper middle class or rich. Working class is the 70%. That's what most melanated folks probably call middle class.
Mm-hmm.
But the upper middle class is what I'm talking about. The quote unquote rich people, the people that you think are basketball players. These motherfuckers got 75%. Currently have some type of money in the stocks, maybe nothing crazy big, maybe something long term, but they all got some type of equity or something in something.
Mm-hmm.
And 90% of poor have no money invested. That's why we got Black Wall Street, man. We got to change those numbers, bro. I know for sure we in them numbers looking funny.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's a lot of white people because there's more of them in the poor list, but god damn, bro.
All right, it's about to run down some old news. So
okay, yeah, well, shit, a lot of that might not even be relevant.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of it might not really be relevant. It was more so the number, but if you see anything while scrolling through it, but
yeah, okay. So looking at more tangible measures of affluence, it shows just 1 in 5 Americans, or 20%, with a household income under $50,000 own stocks, while 80% do not. Most 57% making between $50,000 to $100,000 annually have stocks or a mutual fund, while 3/4, 74% of those making $100,000 or more do.
That's weird. How they set up like that?
With the 75% since what?
The 57%.
Most 57% making between. Okay, so most is.
Okay, so from 50
50%
to 100K is 57%. But once you get to 100K or more, you at 74% and trying to get higher.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that just is the simple concept where you always hear more money, more problems. Before you realize it, when you get up there, you're like, holy crap, I have to do something with this money. I just can't sit here.
I have to find a way to make it.
Yeah. Well, not make it. Is it make it? I'm just talking about the aspect of if you don't use it, the IRS will take it.
Yeah, well, maybe me saying make it wrong, but I'm just saying, like, you know how I was explaining to you, if you just leave, saving money isn't saving money like we think. Investing is saving money, right? You could just put your money into something safe and just literally make something over the years. Mutual fund, just little simple, safe shit. You ain't got to get nothing crazy, right? But saving it is actually losing because inflation, right? So
yeah,
you have to find a way going.
That's the whole working class 70%. Their belief is, wait, I didn't do anything. Why am I losing money? So their whole thing is to put it in a savings account, and instead of losing money and, you know, being in those high risk, high reward situations, they'd rather just be in no reward, minimal risk, because you're only insured up to $250,000 at a bank. So if you're spreading it out, you might be fine. But if you are all in at one bank, it's kind of risky.
And see, the main thing I was thinking is, would they even be making 50,000 to 100,000 annually, right? Because that's also when they were saying as far as some more tangible measurements in the sense, right? Where you could say, yo, you making this much money. Because if you say poor, right, we say, yo, what is poor? Poor is relative, right? But right here, they're saying at 100K, you start looking like, right? So the upper middle class and the rich people own about, and they're not even talking about the ownership of stock. They're just talking about the people that got money invested, but they own about 80% or 90%, something super high of the stocks, right? So they're telling you about how much percentage of them have money invested. But the percentage that have money invested, they're not telling you how much percentage of the stock market they own completely, right? So that's another level to the situation. But yeah, this is this is very interesting, and this will show you like how money actually works, right? Because and this was interesting because we heard the brother Gilbert talking, and he was saying, "Yeah, rich people life insurance," and I'm like, "Yo, I completely agree with that. That's something different. That's taxes. That man, boy."
Look at this part. Well, I guess this is a part of the working class as well, so I could understand these percentages. But 3/4, 76%. Of Americans with a post-grad degree have individual stocks or mutual funds, compared to 19% of those who did not attend college. Those with some college background, 38%, are 19 percentage points more likely than those with just a high school education to be investing, though most, 62%, do not. So 62% of people with college backgrounds are not invested, which usually is the working class once it translates over.
So until you get a specialty, you don't even start looking at investments really. You just say, "Yo, I'm working."
Yeah, like upper class, middle class, like those people aren't caught up in classes. They're caught up in more money, more problems, and that's what it is. It's not about reaching a certain money bracket. It's literally minding your business, making money, and coming to the realization, "Oh crap, this money is literally this imaginary thing that like continues to just erase itself as time goes on." And that's when you start to try to solve these problems via investing in the stock market and trust funds and multiple bank accounts and just a way of spreading your money out to kind of prevent hemorrhage the amount that they're taking just because. So that's what we have to understand. Like, we have to get out of these, social constructs and these titles of, "Oh, I'm in this class, I'm in that class," and realize, like, once you get to this class, you have obligations. And these are obligations that you can just ignore. It seems like it because no one's coming to you like mommy and daddy telling you, "Hey, you have to do this, hey, you have to do this." But after a while, you start to realize, like, bro, how am I down this year? I literally just made such and such amount. And it's like, well, they took this amount of taxes, this amount of capital gains, this amount in this amount in that. Inflation took that. It's just like so many subtractors coming towards your money. So that's why this happens. Like, it's just inevitable.
Which is why we hate the rich, right? We say, "Yo, y'all fucked up. Why y'all ain't getting taxed like us?"
Meanwhile, they're just trying to solve a problem.
Bro, we went
their personal problem.
We went and got some financial education, bro. You went and got some school education. Now you work for me, and now you mad about me. Like, yo, you can go get the same financial education, but there's a greater risk. That's what me and Empras keep on talking. Like, I don't think y'all understand that level to it. Like, y'all keep on saying, "Yo, we should just start doing it." Yeah, you should. Right, you should, because the odds over here ain't that amazing anyways. But there is a great risk to these things also, like, and that's what Gilbert was trying to really stand out on. It was the 401k. So, yo, man, rich people ain't on that 401k shit. You feel me? And that's how he went from there to the insurance.
Said that.
Right, so that's why insurance was right on his mind, because it's like, yo, no, that's not how they save their money. That's not how they make money. They throw it over here in some insurance account. You feel me? So.
And you see, that's somebody that was extremely proactive, and now he can speak from a point of knowledge. And that's the key to this thing, is like rappers and ball players aren't robbed of their money. They don't fulfill their obligations because no one's coming to them and being like, "Hey man, your money's going to start being hemorrhaged in a little bit," because you're either trying to save it, you're either, I guess, using it on consumer goods versus stocks, or, things that kind of hold money better. Man, guys, highly recommend this. I don't know if I should do this. You tell me I do this. Patrick David did a freaking interview with Michael Saylor, and he just explained money in like this conceptual way that, like, once you get that and you actually start experiencing the problems of money, like, that literally is like a guideline almost to figure out how to like spread it thin without losing. Not, you're going to lose some money, but minimizing the losses.
And if you could think about it like this, he figured that out because he was going broke and he was trying to figure out, how can I keep my money? They trying to take all my money. how can I say? Because it's not even just about me. It's about my company. It's about people that I built relationships. It's thousands of things that go into it. So I try to figure something out, and then snap. So what we have isn't money. And I told you the first time I heard those type of languages with ML Billion, when he was talking about currency and if you go look at that, there's a definition for currency. It's probably like I think the 5th or 6th definition, and it's on Webster. I remember looking it up, but nevertheless, there's a definition for currency that means intercourse. And so he was explaining that currency isn't just one way. We always think about chasing the bag, which is earned income, but that's actually debt, where you should actually be chasing debt. And then the earned income, you feel me? It's a whole cycle. It's supposed to be used. It's this current.
That's the epitome of out of thin air. And we know about the concept of procreation and making children.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it's out of thin air, but there's a whole intercourse that happens. And before you know it, you have money that you never, I guess, labored for.
Mm-hmm.
It's obviously labor because you have to, understand these processes and use your brain. And your brain is a whole nother thing that's being used.
No, they're not using their brain though, right? They're using what are you talking about?
ML?
Oh, ML,
yeah. I'm saying you have to use your brain to figure all this debt buying and, all the rules and guidelines and deadlines that you have to meet in order to, stay in compliance with these things. But ultimately, you're buying accounts receivable, guys. That's money that is like not there and it's owed.
Which is why he speaks on insurance and which is why he speaks on banks. They're the only profitable niggas through no matter what we go through, no matter what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Banks and goddamn these insurance people.
And guess who hates they hate the rich or whatever because they're just haters and they're like, bro, they're getting richer and richer by the second. But those other guys that everyone is always counting on but never available for you.
Ooh.
Insurance guys. It's like, what? I just paid you all this. Oh, you have a copay and a premium that you have to pay before you get anything. It's like, what? Give my money back. Oh, sorry. Nope. We've been protecting you all this time. It's out of nowhere. It's this protection that's out of nowhere. It's like, something happenstance, and then it becomes this thing that is tangible and you need. Well, I guess not tangible. It's so intangible, but it's literally nothing happening to you and you're paying for it. That's thin air. That's out of nowhere. Like, literally.
Hey, and you need it, right? And I tell you, think about it, Empress. That's why a lot of those movements have started with free man and all these straw man and all these things where people like, bro, you're a corporation, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because we was trying to figure out like, this don't make sense.
Yeah, it's like, imagine like living in an apartment complex.
Mm.
And even though you don't use any of their amenities, they charge you a monthly fee for these amenities. After a while, it's like, all right, I guess I should start using them. Because they're literally not allowing you to have your own individual sovereignty. They're like, no, you're under our corporation. Like, no, you can't just say you're a sovereign citizen living over there, growing your own crops, what is it? Self-reliance?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just relying on yourself. Like, you have to pay these things, but there's ways around it, obviously, right? There's off-gridders. There's people that find a way to kind of prove by action that they're self-reliant and they don't need any governmental entity to help them, whether it be governmental contracts, governmental welfare, governmental anything. They just shy away from it to kind of prove that they are not in the system and they should not be obligated to taxes that you have to pay for the schools, the roads, and everything else. I ain't used the roads in I don't know how long. I grow my own food over here. Like, if you can prove those type of things, like, sovereignty becomes a no-brainer. It's like, okay, leave that guy alone. He's over there doing his thing.
And that's the main thing, Empress, with law, with stocks, with trade, anything, right? You have to use the laws of the thing to defeat it, right? When I spoke about the simulation theory, I was like, you can't be playing 2K and use your Call of Duty gun, right? That's not how we play the game. There's rules that we have to follow, bro. You got to use a basketball, you got to dribble it, and you got to put the ball through the net. You can't airball and say, I made it, bro. No, you missed it. Bro, how you know I missed it, though? It didn't go through the basket. That's the option. You feel me? Like, we have to have an objective. We can't just be subjective with everything. Well, bro, that's not the basket no more. The ground, the basket. No, object is the object. We're not changing the object. The objective is there, right? So we have to have guides. We have to have some parameters that we just don't, I could just do anything. No, you can't get rich doing that. That's what I'm trying to show you about the upper middle class and the rich. They're doing this. They're doing this. But then read the age though, because this is important. So I don't want to miss this because this is important.
Okay. Men, 44% are 10 points more likely than women, 34% to say they personally have money invested. Older men are much more likely to own shares. 61% of men aged 65 and above do so, compared to just 33 to 38% of men under the age of 45.
Why is that? A lot of those guys are going different ways, right? So some of those younger guys, millennial type guys, they're going Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and a different vibe, right? Some people saying, yo, you know what? I'm going real estate, right? So everybody doing something different. So it's not like they're not investing, but it's just they're not as likely as the older people that just understood that, yo, I was in Berkshire Hathaway when it was $7. No, I'm not. What are you talking about, boy? I'm not get out of stocks and buy some what? I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. What are you talking about, bro? I've been living off dividends. I have yet to take profit, bro. I'm living off dividends, dude. What are you talking about? Right? It's just different, bro. It's different. So that's why that age was important to me. I was like, yeah, them older niggas, they know. They done lived 60 years. They literally.
You figure something out. Right. What have you been doing? But yeah, by contrast, women barely become more likely to do so as time goes by. Only 28% of women under 39 under 30 own shares, rising to just 37% of those aged 65 and older.
Yes, ma'am.
And this would make more sense though, because their significant other male counterparts usually are gonna be the ones that make these choices, like Pulaski's husband.
That's the same thing I was about to say though. I was about to say, yeah. And also, right, it goes back to where Kevin Samuels and these guys, they say, man, as they age, they get better. Right, as women age, a woman is perfect and she just age, and the only thing she can do is sit in her perfection. Right, but it's almost like inflation with females. Right, if you don't do a certain amount of things a year, every year you fall back a point, even if you're just sitting in your shit. Because say you saying, yo, I'm not dating. Every year you're not dating and not conversating with people, you lose communication skill, which is important to be a female. Right? You feel me? So every year it affects you as a woman, but a man, every year, everything's better him. He having more sex, boom, he more manly. He living, you feel me? Every year he's doing something to get better at something. Every time he's getting stronger. It's like, yo, I'm finally smarter now. When I was a kid, I used to do dumb shit. Like, what was I doing? Like, why was I jumping out the car, bro? Bro, y'all didn't say nothing. We used to get drunk, bro, and be on the roof, bro, and be doing backflips. You remember? Like, right? That's what men do when they're kids. So when they get older, they be like, yo, I need to start investing. You get wiser. So right, that stood out again, nigga, as far as women, right? And some of them they're saying, yo, I need to add stuff to me. But like Empress also said though, because that's a thing where nigga, you in a relationship, your husband literally is the one that technically say he invests. It's like, all right, it's just what it is. So yeah, those numbers are skewed based on that too.
All right, and then just to conclude the article, the GameStop run gained particular attention because of the power of Reddit users to manipulate the stock market. Data shows that Reddit users, 52%, are more likely than Americans overall, 39%, to have any money invested in the stock market right now. About half of LinkedIn users, 53%, also report having funds on Wall Street. Yeah, Reddit kind of gives me that same vibe of like a Tumblr. And those people, like if you guys are not familiar with Reddit, usually just have like this understanding of like the deep web. So for them not to be in stock market is almost like, what are you, under a rock?
Yeah, 100%.
So
fact.
like I'm speaking to myself as well. We have this understanding of just like the ever-changing world in an interesting way. That it's like we're kind of on it before like the masses or whatever on it. So
100% fact, right? So like Empress is basically saying if you get your information from like a mainstream site And it's different for different sites. Like, say, if you get some news from Twitter, I'm like, all right, you might be on some news. Right? But then if you get some news from Instagram, I'm like, fuck, you talking about? Same thing that Empress was saying with like a Tumblr and a Reddit. Like, this is like what you would call Dimension 404. It's like these niggas just behind some wall and they just posting rant. It's like, oh,
yeah, these people are just so into themselves that they're accidentally minding their business. Yeah, like these people don't care for the superficial things of like, oh, how does this look? How does that look? Oh, does that look good? Do people care to like it? It's like, no, I'm putting this here because I have a passion or care for this concept or, you know, content of the post. And here it is, guys.
100%
like
fact.
Open source.
100% fact. Like I said, when you got those guidelines, it's all about guidelines, which is why a lot of times we come in here, it's strictly about the information of this shit, bro, because I'm telling you, we all could do it. And nigga might be watching the video like, bro, you said y'all all could make money. Yeah, I did, bro.
Yeah, and just to add, LinkedIn is like, they're just in the space already. They're usually in the corporate setting. They're getting offered stock equity when they, you know, apply for jobs and get the jobs or whatever the case is.
Yes, man.
So these people are going to be in that space. But yeah, as far as you saying that, like, I could just see those LinkedIn people saying those same things. You guaranteed me money. It's just like, like if the stock goes down, they just want to like witch hunt the CEO. Like it's these widows that are kind of entitled to like gains that like they don't even get like how they would even get it. They're just like, my dad was in this, my mom was in this, I'm in this, and I should get money too. And it's like, nobody, the stock has plummeted because their e-commerce earnings are like whatever the case may be. So yeah, understand that difference.
Nah, a lot of those guys is more business, meaning that they may not really understand the technicals of trade and may not even care about fundamentals of it, right? It's just, yo, I'm in the space. I gotta throw some money into the space. Goddamn, what's going on? Somebody got something? You got some stocks? And niggas buying them like they buy, but that's how we should be buying sats though. Sats should be completely fiat free, bro. We need to get there eventually. Where how much of a sats you got is what you. I don't give a fleck about what they talking about, nigga. Nobody can talk about nothing, bro. Okay. Right? We got to get to that point. What this is?
SEC, Big Four accounting, conflicts of interest, or do you want to just go attempted anti-Asian situation? Or you have daylight savings, or the Fed meeting, or the executive order.
I actually wanted you to run a video. I didn't post the YouTube link in there.
This is in freestyle?
Huh?
I mean taco?
Yeah, it's not in there?
No, sir.
Damn, that is crazy. Let me go check Taco Tuesday. 1 second, y'all. Man, that's fucked up. Yeah, because I wanted to start off with this beat and then tell y'all like what's going on in the stock market.
Yeah, meme video.
Bro, you heard the Disney people upset. Yo, we gotta start storming out.
About the don't say
yeah.
The don't say homosexual bill?
Man, they tripping, bro. Grown up people at Disney, bro, walking out, bro, because we don't want to tell some kindergarten some stuff, bro. Come on, bro. Let's get serious about something, man.
What is wrong with them? Like, do they want us to just be in the womb? Like, yo, you gay.
Happy man.
They're going to be like, you're right, I am happy.
Yo, but we cannot be trying to change me right now, though. I'm just trying to chill about it right now, G.
Bro, what is this agenda about? You see, but that's their thing. They're like, well, it was hard for me in kindergarten. But bro, look at you. Look, you got your freedoms. You got to deal with a little bit of hardness. Get out of here, bro. We go 4th grade. You got them.
So you see what's going on with the Chechen, I guess president or prime minister, whatever you call himself, right?
No.
I'm guessing Elon. You know Elon. He a bumper. He a fighter. He fight people, right?
Yeah, he always forgetting people passed away and stuff.
So Elon jumped on that bit Monday and was like, "Yo, Vlad, I fight you, brother, in this little war we got going on, man. Fist to fist, cuff to cuff. Let's go, man to man."
Oh gosh.
And the Chechen president or fucking whatever prime minister came out and said, yo, if you don't sit your effeminate ass down. yo, what's going on in the world, bro? Man, Empress got to show you how Ukraine, bro. It was a Ukraine situation. The nigga was like, yo, that nigga right there. Ukraine, bro, got up and said, wait, and what the, bro. Yo, but bro called Elon effeminate. He said, yo, you better stop with that effeminate.
Like, did Elon see that clip we seen of the meeting?
Oh, Vlad?
And got some confidence? No, the other one.
Biden?
No, the other one who said he was a de facto for Russia.
And what he said? He said he'll slap. He'll slap Putin.
Babe, he was punching the guy that was saying he was working with Putin.
Who punching somebody working for Putin?
Lenchik. They kicked him out of the meeting eventually.
Yeah.
I'm saying Elon probably seen that video and got some confidence and thought it was a game. Like, bro, we not suits. We not in suits, bro. I'll blow up your Texas plant, your Cali plant. I'll blow up all your plants, bro. What are you talking about right now?
Elon want to fight.
Elon is playing around.
What? Elon want to fight.
What
Elon
Frank
no
Hampton
legs.
said? You egomaniac, warmongers, mongoloid. Like, bro, monger had to come from somewhere, bro. And it sounds very close to mongoloid people.
The mongoloid people was devilish, bro.
Why are you playing with him like that? He mongoloid?
Elon?
Yeah.
Elon from Africa. He African American.
Oh, Elon is a compassion brother.
No, he African American.
He better stop playing.
Yo,
but wait, so
we got savages in America, bro. Savages, bro. Straight savages, bro. We've been, bro. What them people doing over there in Russia? Shout out to them.
Wait, I thought they killed the masculinity here.
Yo, Russia want? Russia want everything back. Russia say, yo, America, stop talking to me. Y'all get aggressive with me, and I'm thinking about it. I'm putting sanctions on Biden. And you know what I need? I need Alaska back. I need California. He said he got a little area over there in Cali.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I ain't lying about none of this, but Elon want to fight him to settle this whole situation. So, bro, Vlad, come on, bro. Come on, Putin.
Russia rushing in.
Man, Putin, you got to step up, bro. You got to get that man that fell one.
We need to call ourselves Russia.
But why would Elon fight him? Elon, you African American, bro. A Ukrainian got to fight him. Klitschko got to fight him. Klitschko beat his ass. Bro, somebody got to fight him, bro. Some leader. Maybe Biden. I heard Biden said he been sizing him and shit. Biden, step up to the plate. How old is Biden compared to Putin? I think Biden might be too old for the fight.
Either Biden or Trump.
Trump can't fight him because he's not a president. You're not gonna talk to Trump. You're gonna blow Trump.
Well, Kamala.
Right. Trump is a regular civilian. Even though as a president, once you're a president, you always get little Secret Service agents and shit to follow you down for us.
Bro, we need to cut this out, bro. This is not no Jake Paul fights the best black boxer in the world. Like, this is real life, real deaths, real people. Like, we just need to figure it out, bro. That's all I can say, bro. We got to figure it out, bro. And violence should no longer be the answer. And all this, bro. Y'all need to stop playing around and treating this like some YouTube fight. Like, these people not playing, bro.
I'm gonna tell you what Elon saying.
Elon is playing. Could you run this up?
Elon said, I hereby challenge Vladimir Putin to a single combat. Yo, stakes are Ukraine. Wait, I'm not done with it. This is fucking wrong with it. Yo, and then he added them. Cause you know it's at Kremlin Russia _E. I'm guessing.
He's still on Twitter.
Who? Vlad? I don't know who the hell he underscored them, but he said, "Do you agree to this fight?" That's what Elon's saying. Yo, I didn't say a single combat. Yo,
that's why I was up 4%.
Yo, let's have a sick.
Post is like, yeah, Elon, stand with Ukraine.
Oh, so that was a Kremlin official back at the Tesla boss calling him a weakling and a little devil. Hold on, what? Elon Musk, the world's richest man, challenged Russian President Vladimir Putin to a single combat amid war in Ukraine, promoting a Kremlin official to fire back at Tesla boss, calling him a weakling and a little devil. I hereby challenge Vladimir to a single combat, Musk tweeted. a term that refers to a person-to-person fight on a battlefield. Stakes are Ukraine. So he's saying, I'm fighting for Ukraine. Give me Ukraine, nigga. The words Vladimir Putin and Ukraine were written in a Cyrillic letters, in acrylic letters. I don't know these words. I got to get this to the Empress. Letters used in both Russian and Ukraine. In another tweet, he tagged Putin's official Twitter account and wrote, "Do you agree to this fight?" Dmitry Rogozin, head of Russian space agency Roscosmos, tweeted in a response to Musk, writing, "You little devil are still young." What? This man tripping. This man want to fight Elon, man. I gotta let Empress see a couple of this shit, bro. Elon tripping, bro.
Little boy.
Man called him.
Little boy.
Yo.
It ain't weak. Weasel Wednesday.
Yo. And Empress. Look. And Elon is in the comment section. Like, Elon is in the comments.
I see you are a tough negotiator. Okay, you can have 10% more pay-per-view money.
Look, Elon saying, fuck that nigga, you get the purse then.
Choose your fighter.
You get the majority of the purse. Elon doing choose your fighter. Remember I was talking about choose your fighter the other day? Babe, I just talked about choose your fighter. Like, nigga.
You did, but I'm really trying to think as far as what characters. Was it Free Guy or Adam Project? What were we talking about?
I'm into you with it, but go ahead.
Oh, I can't stand when you do that.
Hey,
you always get me.
At least Sadiq taught me that. At least Sadiq said, call your lady. But like, man, you know I got something to tell you when I get home too. All right, I'm gonna call you back.
Get ready.
But you see what's going on right now?
Elon playing around. I'm concerned for him.
Yo. Look, look what he said to him. But you know, he wrote it in Cyrillic or whatever that situation is, right? But then but then you could translate it. So I translated the text. And that's what he's saying to him.
Compete with me, weak. It would only be a waste of time. Overtake my brother first. A.S. Pushkin, the tale of the Pope and his worker, Balda.
Man put some spells on Elon, man.
Elon, you better stop playing with him.
Yo,
but he sent the shooters at that boy. Putin said, "I'm not getting my hands dirty. I'm not touching no untouchable."
But Elon got his flamethrower. You got your bear, but I got my flamethrower. You want to run that bear up on my flamethrower? I'll burn that bear alive. I fry you in the bear.
Bro, Elon is really playing right now. Is this serious?
Elon got to stop you, saying.
Bro, as a grown man, yes, he is teaching terrible behavior right now, bro.
Hold on, you saying Elon need to retract his statements?
What they say? Laugh now.
Hold on, you saying you can see Elon crying?
Weeping. Gashing the teeth. Like, bro, do you not see your president, bro? Your president isn't President Trump, bro. Like, are you confused here?
Ukraine vice president jumped in on it too. I mean, vice prime minister. Mikhailo Fedorov. He said he came to Musk's defense, tweeting, "I'm sure that Elon Musk can send Putin to Jupiter." Fedorov then posted a meme. These niggas is playing.
Oh, they're gonna kidnap, bro.
Yo, bro, who they gonna kidnap?
How they gonna send bro to Jupiter?
Then posted a meme showing Putin inside a spaceship with the words "Send Putin to Jupiter." The meme links to a website where donors can contribute money towards Ukraine defense. After Russian launched an invasion of Ukraine.
Hold on, why they send him to Jupiter? What if he figure out how to get back?
Starlink is Musk's startup internet provider. You know, Starlink over there. Last week, Musk trolled Rosenhaus again after he declared that he would not allow the scale for Russian rockets to the U.S. in retaliation for his sanction. He would not allow the sale of Russian rockets. Rosenhaus drew widespread mockery from Musk and others after he declared on state television that he would deny access to Russia's world's best rocket engines, adding the U.S. would have to fly on something else like their broomsticks. Musk replied to a screenshot. Yo, these boys tripping. These boys are beefing, bro. Look, American broomstick. Elon responded and said, okay. What's going on with American broomstick, Empress? What's going on, bitch?
Oh, Solana on GRT?
Huh?
Yeah, Solana's down to $82. GRT's down to 43. American broomstick. What is this, a witch hunt? Let them fly on something else. Their broomsticks. I don't know what. I mean, we left all our equipment in Afghanistan.
Hold on, you see?
I don't know what we got besides some lumber and some cinnamon broom shrills. No, bro, I'm sorry, bro. This is just...
You don't like this stuff going on.
It just seems very doable. He wants Alaska, he can have it. He wants Cali, he can have it. He wants the rest of the world, he can have it. Now he has a list of people who talked ish. Get him out of here. They're going to execute Elon freaking first quarter, bro.
Hey, Elon posted his SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket and said, all right, cool, my American broomstick. So, yo, Elon, scale up. Scale up. Because we got to do something, bro. We got to do something. Because
if we have to do something, I think first and foremost, we need to start with the head of state and who's responsible for making these key decisions.
Who?
Mr. President.
Oh, he's going to Europe to meet with NATO.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about someone like a Elon moving in to the house that is close to the color white and moving the other person out back to his house, wherever he has it. That's where we need to start at. We're going to start anywhere because literally Ukraine ain't nothing. It has nothing to do with his business. Like he has why are we talking as Americans, bro? The president has backed down. Now you as an American, okay, let me not say back down.
The president ran.
But the president is not offering any military assistance to Ukraine.
He's going to meet with NATO, some NATO alliances.
To tell them to back down.
Maybe he might be going over there and say, yo, we got to ramp this up on this guy.
What, the sanctions?
I don't know. I think it might turn into a hot wallet. It's a cold war right now.
Okay.
It might turn into a hot wallet.
The hot wallets are risky, right?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why we're trying to do the cold wallet.
Zero real quick.
Yeah, that's why the cold wallet made sense. We're like, yo, we're going to keep on sanctioning, bro. Fully, bro, say, yo, I'm tired of being sanctioned. He not tired because we sizing him now. We playing with him. You know the main person playing with him? Biden, bro. I've been telling Empress this for years, bro. Ever since Biden got in that office, bro, he been playing with that man. He been saying, I seen him in his face and I told him that he a bitch.
Bro.
Biden, stop, bro. You didn't tell the man. Man will smack you.
When I tell you we were baffled, we was like, bro, Biden, first and foremost, he can't understand you right here in this moment. But boy, when he run this thing back,
he gonna smack you.
He gonna start testing the waters.
Yeah, an American said he'd smack me, bro. He'd smack me, bro. You bro. You know who I should play right now? I should play Khabib Nurmagomedov. I should have him talk so y'all can understand how Putin think. Because he met with Putin. That was a high accomplishment for him to meet with the creme man, the creme de la Kremlin. Bro, stop playing with it, bro. But I fuck with Elon. I think Elon will take him. I think Elon, bro. If Elon give us all flamethrowers, bro. If Elon give me a flamethrower, bro.
Hey, what your one homeboy say?
What he say?
My dog. Because Krillin not coming here to fight y'all, bro. He not playing that, bro. He got uranium plant, bro. I'm done talking.
You said the Kremlin not playing with nobody,
bro. Y'all better ask Hillary.
They said the Kremlin taking over all the bio facilities, though. Nah, they've been telling us to be up. They're saying right now in Ukraine that people should be on the lookout for bio warfare. But like, how long do they really take to move into Kiev? They ain't getting there yet. Kiev, I mean,
I'm
they ain't
just
getting
really
there.
thinking though, like, do you really want Ukraine after like all the damage and just like? Do you really want to be there still as a Ukrainian? It's like, bro, I'm going to Poland. I'm going somewhere else, bro. This is not the spot.
That's
like,
home.
because it's like, who is going to stop them from doing it again? Because no
home.
one's stopping them now from doing it.
I say home. Well, if we fight them, we can stop them. That's why we're gonna fight them until the death.
But what if this is a marathon? Are you ready?
We're gonna have to fight them to the death. We don't know when it's gonna stop, but we're not backing down from Putin. Putin not taking us over.
Yeah, I literally would just be like, all right, I give up. Let me see. Well, let me see what you're gonna do with this. I want to see what you're gonna do with this. Yeah. We're in the midst of a pandemic. There's a whole bunch of other stuff going on, and you want this place, and you've already ravished it. All right, take it. Yeah. Let me watch you from the sidelines, because maybe you got a master plan that might make more sense.
But you know it's gonna get serious because they're saying that they're seasoned oligarch shit. I'm talking about if you season a bro, John, bro. What you're doing is making the Cold War hot, bro. You making the spot hot, bro. Stop seasoning people's shit, bro. Sanction, bro. Sanction. I don't know, but like the main thing is say, yo, we don't want to hurt the people. If they didn't decide to do, bro. We got to do something, bro. We got to make a decision or no decision, bro. We playing this weird game, bro. This weird game where
doesn't
it's like,
Russia have the same colors as the first independent black country?
Mm-hmm. That's their swag.
And they're literally doing the same thing to them. Like the same exact play.
Yo, they say Russia's a tough place. You know, Haiti's a tough place, bro. Haiti's a tough place, bro.
The same exact playbook, bro. Like, oh, you're independent? No, you're not. Oh, you're Russia? Oh, no, you're not. I don't care who. No, we don't recognize you over here. Sorry. Matter of fact, you owe all of these people money. Huh? What people? Oh, people tens of thousands of miles away. You can't even see them walking distance.
They're sanctioning you right now, bro. They said you went to war with some people on your job.
Like, bro, reality just gets so flat.
Like I said, bro, the only reason why. Hey, let's run the video. Elon, stop, bro. Chill. No, not you, nigga. Elon, pass out them But rage on the fire. I pause that. My last shit I'm saying. Mm-hmm. It's getting crazy right now, Empress. They saying what's happening is it's people, everybody got guns. Where? They passed out guns to everybody in Ukraine. Mm-hmm. Now people robbing people.
Oh.
Everybody got a cannon now. The people that came and got 2-3 cannons, they robbing people.
I'm just imagining the trapped Nigerians.
Bro, give me yo, Elon.
I'm the captain now.
Pass out the flamethrowers, bro. I'm telling you, bro, we'll do so much great with the flamethrowers, bro.
Flamethrowers, no. I want one of y'all little drones y'all got.
Yo, make us a super suit. Make us like a helmet, like a cloak helmet. They can't see our heads. Make us a super cloak suit.
They're just gonna throw something on you.
Then they're gonna be able to see us. Make us a super suit, though. Just make us like
fly.
Like a spawn suit. Like make a suit that defends itself. Elon, bro, you gotta make some suits before you start talking, bro. You just got a flamethrower and they gonna blow you the fuck up. They gonna blow you
like,
up,
bro. Not even get by you, bro. Just literally start blowing your plants up, bro. Like you have way much bigger targets than most people, my guy. What are you doing, bro? You an easy target.
But he American, though. That's what I'm saying, though. Empress, you still gotta think about it. Can we back down at this point, bro?
Like, can we?
Yeah. Do we have?
Can you stand up at this point? Bro, stand up.
We standing up, bro. Elon, one of our main steppers.
Bro, you had your big stepper took off a freaking video within seconds for talking about these things.
And he not here. He a regular civilian now. He can get blown up just like Elon. That's why I'm trying to tell you, Elon shouldn't be talking that much because the president don't like him. The president been lying all year. The president said, yo, the #1 EV company is Ford or some shit. Yo, the president don't like you, bro. So don't even play in on people's game, bro. Like, I understand it, though, Empress. You got to think about it, bro. If you're American and you hearing Putin say, yo, I need Alaska. I need over here in Cali. I need right here. You like, yo, what don't Putin need now? What if he start needing everything? Yeah, you know what I was thinking about? I need that. It's like you like Debo now.
Bro, well, Cali's been emptied out. So you might be able to get that half off.
Unless he could pick it up and take it back to Russia. I don't want him right here with me. I don't want him right here next to me, and then he'll move. Bro, how long does it take to get to Kyiv though? Like they're not in the city yet. Man, the whole time been hearing they say the Russian army is making their way down this road. It's like, yo, when the fuck are they coming down the road, bro?
Oh, wasn't there a convoy blocked?
Yeah, nigga blocking them. They just blocking them. Just blocking the army. The army coming, just blocked you. Man, this shit sounds stranger than fiction. But
I guess you can't block them, right? Because like, what if you just light the whole road around with like gasoline? How much further can they go?
Hey, that maybe hey.
Just have a gas truck just run down and light the whole way up.
But these some nice guys too. These some nice soldiers.
The Russians?
Yeah, I seen some people.
Oh yeah, they're just doing a private mission, and there's this animosity towards them for some weird propaganda that people are putting out there.
I seen people blocking the tank,
and
they didn't get ran over. I seen people walking up to them.
Yeah, that was civilian. Why would we do that?
That's what I'm saying.
Kremlin told us this is a private military operation. They're not military personnel. Leave them alone. Like, what are you talking about? No, this isn't an invasion. This is just a private operation. We heard your president needs a little help running away from NATO.
Fox News cameraman Pierre Zaytigee killed in Ukraine. Absolutely heartbroken at the loss of a legend. I had that story tucked. As soon as Empress was talking, I said, boom.
Killed by who? A Ukrainian?
When incoming fire hit their vehicle, Benjamin was wounded, and in the hospital, Pierre and Sasha did not survive. Brett Baer said during an emotional tribute on Tuesday edition of Sasha was just 24 years old and was serving as a consultant helping crews navigate Kyiv and the surrounding area. And speaking to sources, Zaytigee, who covered nearly every international story for Fox during a storied tenure, was only 55-year-old. He leaves behind a wife. Right, he was affectionately referred to as Zach by colleagues. Pierre was steady presence. I want to see like what they say actually happened to him. They said it was an ambush. He got shot and he didn't survive.
And he's the only one.
That's what I'm. No, I'm hearing. Remember the 24-year-old they just randomly brought up, huh? Sasha and some case. But now we can run this and then if you find anything important.
Okay.
Road rage on the 5. It brought traffic to a standstill and was all caught on camera. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. It happened around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon near the Front Street exit. Video shows two men fighting in one of the lanes.
CBS 8's Shannon Handy spoke to a witness. She has more on what he says he saw and why experts say this incident is just one small example of an even bigger problem.
That witness filmed the incident on his cell phone as the two men fought right in front of his car. By the time CHP responded, both of them were gone. In the video, you can see two men fighting outside their cars on these southbound 5 lanes near downtown. The man wearing red yells racial slurs as he repeatedly punches and kicks the other man who is on the ground. After a short time, they go back to their cars, but it didn't end there.
The freeway was to a complete standstill. Everybody was just like in shock, wondering what was going on.
Arturo Gonzalez captured the video on his cell phone from his car, which at one point the men bump into. According to him, here's what you don't see.
The guy went back to his trunk, went inside of his trunk, pulled out a hammer.
Gonzalez says by that time, the other driver had sped off. CHP officers arrived soon after. A spokesperson tells CBS 8 they never caught up with either, and so far, no one has filed a report.
Both parties were gone by the time we got there, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to find out who these people are.
Still, Officer Juan Escobar says this case points to an even bigger issue. While the CHP doesn't track road rage incidents since they often get called in as something else, his office has noticed an uptick. Nationally, insurance comparison site thezebra.com reported a 500% increase in reported road rage cases over the past 10 years. And according to AAA, road rage is a factor in more than 50% of crashes that end in death. Just this past weekend, a 27-year-old mother of 3 died after being shot while driving on the 94. Road rage is suspected in that case.
People can get hurt, seriously injured, possibly killed too. Can escalate very, very quickly.
Officer Escobar advises think before you act. For example, if someone is tailgating you, let them pass, take a breath, and don't engage. Arturo Gonzalez says he's glad it appears as though neither driver in this latest case was seriously hurt, considering how bad it could have been.
You never know what can happen when an angry person whose adrenaline is through the roof. It was a scary sight to see.
CHP investigators have seen the video. They are looking into it, but at this point, no charges have been filed.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, baby girl is not up for real. Gotta keep it bad, but I high live. Probably doing Tai Chi in the crib. Yeah. I just wanna put me in the reels. Later we can meet, now I got a pill. Gotta meet with Doc, and we got a bill. And I got a trap space on my body bill. Hotel at aliens and the lobby still. Tryna keep an eye out for a good deal. You never know, cause it's whatever. Tryna bust a head, tryna bust a plate, running shit under late. I swear to God, a nigga smoke over 10 plus a day. Never overlooking, been to underestimate. Miss until I really gotta ask myself, where's Nate? Cause a young nigga really put to regulate. What in the world is in that bag? She got in that bag. It's that super duper bag. And 93 gas. You can have all of it. If you got dollars, bitch. Should be no argument. Or you can have all the shit. Yeah. My partners is packing, my partners is packing. If I'm not strapped up, I turn to a ninja. Thought she was hot, turn your life to December. Watch how a young nigga switch up the temperature. Like niggas straight right now, ain't no flinching up. Little bit beastin', I ain't no bitching up, nah. Can't fall for no pussy, you see a straight cat in the street. You probably gon' pick it up. Nigga, I done learned my lesson. Never in life will I spend time on no hoe. None but a slut, and shit duck. Getting straight for the how you do that? Now y'all mad, tell me you did it for the rats. Now you going outside, shaking that ass, none on your mind but slap. Yeah. Baby girl, it's not up for real. Gotta keep it bad, better high little. Probably doing Tai Chi in the crib. I just wanna put me in the real. Later we can meet, now I got a pill. Gotta meet with Doc, and we got a bill. And I got that trunk space on my body bill. What in the world is in that bag? She got in that bag. This that super duper bag. The 93 gas, and you can have all of it. If you got dollars, bitch, shit me no arguments. You can have all this shit. Yeah. Up in the crib, talk about how baby daddies ain't shit. That ain't my fault, baby girl. Come and hop up on this dick. We can work it out like Ted Cole. It's a cold world in this bitch. Baby daddy came for the kids, man, cause Noddow got his bitch. Damn. Feeling all on the booty. In the real barbecue. Yeah, shout out nigga Nudie. I'm a soldier like I'm Juvie. Nigga, what the fuck we doing? Anywhere I get groovy. Ayy, you can catch me on the tube. Yo, need to put me in a movie. Yeah, but it's not all for real. Gotta keep a bad bit of high live. Probably doing Tai Chi in the crib. I just wanna put me in a real. We can meet later, now I got a pill. Gotta meet with Doc, and we got a bill. And I got that trap space on my body bill. What in the world is in that bag? What you got in that bag? That's that super duper bag. 93 gas, and you can have all of it. Yo, if you got dollars, bitch, shit me no argument.
I pray we all gon' make it. I pray we all gon' make it. Our fears, we all gon' face it. Our dreams, we all gon' chase it. I pray we all gon' make it. I pray we all gon' make it. Our fears, we all gon' face it. Our dreams, we all gon' chase it. I pray we all gon' make it. I pray we all gon' make it. Our fears, we all gon' face it. Our dreams, we all gon' chase it. I pray we all gon' make it. I pray we all gon' make it. Our fears, we all gon' face it. Our dreams, we all gon' chase it.
Road to riches, me and Miss Mercedes. I guess no brakes, though the money couldn't save it. It won't be long for the devil try to take me. I cherish every moment God ever gave me. Not drinking leave, but smoking green. Want to smoke, bring the team. We ain't tripping on the money scheme. Got me chasing dreams. Gotta get it now, win it now. Ain't no such thing as a top. Least in my dictionary. Evil thoughts I had to bury in my mother's cemetery. Stepped up like the military. Ain't no version to this rap. I already popped the cherry bone in Halloween. That's why these niggas acting scary. Want it like a fiend. Keep being great is necessary. Lost is only temporary. Always standing strong, not a victory. Pray to leave misery alone. 93, my cologne. I be wildin' out. Fuck these hoes, yeah, that money what I'm wildin' about. I'm wildin' out.
I pray we all gon' make it. I pray we all gon' make it. Our fears, we all gon' face it. Our dreams, we all gon' chase it. I pray we all gon' make it. I pray we all gon' make it. Our fears, we all gon' face it. Our dreams, we all gon' chase it.
I pray to God a nigga really make it out this dungeon. Hey, mama ain't never had shit, so a nigga really came from nothing. Hey, they can look in my eyes and see the soul of the righteous. Hey, yeah, I'm from the dirt, but now I'm taking off like a pilot. Hey, running back to the base, I'm putting my foot on their neck, raiding the advantage for my people. Never lay down, we getting them checks. Hey, you had a lot of patience, now it's time for you to get blessed. You ain't your own race, ain't no competition with the rest. I embrace the side of me that'll keep me closer to my rivalries. Can't get you comfortable, you gon' be stuck beneath the powder leaves. Catching my knees so often I'm getting closer. Hey, so when the young nigga drop bitches over.
I pray we all gon' make it. I pray we all gon' make it.
We were hiding with patience in the dark cause they were killing us. We were posted with Rosie in the back of the city bus. You can't go to the same school with us cause you can't fit with us. Say you gotta be me, I gotta be you, you wanna sit with us. Focus on my God cause I know one day he gon' lift me up. Focus on my grind, command, sometimes I feel like giving up. Know they acting the fool, not the blue, I keep my pistol up. Move say I don't know what be on your mind, but did you really fuck? What about the red line, call it the fed line? Jim Crow creeping up on your bedside. Front runner of the revolution deadline. So the pressure juices got us time to tear down. Tell the truth to the youth and watch your bed right. I want my 40 in the mule, you getting your head right. Just a real nigga talent, get your ears balanced. Come together with your brother, you gon' make that shit happen. happen. You gon' make that shit happen, happen. All I ever had was my head in a dream. A product of my environment, know I'm here to make a scene. We gon' get this money, pray they never intervene. Give a fuck about what they talking, we gon' make that shit happen. You know you were getting it, but you were doing it for a cause. Knew that was gon' turn, but you still put your trust in God. You can never learn nothing beneficial from a servant. Trick the king out his throne and turn the king to a servant. Oh Lord, they keep coming in disguise. Say that we're here to help, but it's a lot of genocide. Filling up their cup while they were feeding us these lies. Supposed to generate good health for the people, but I hear cry, eyes. Cold-hearted America, you was found on the murder of the innocent like your regular agenda. Stolen resources from the mass, you gon' surrender. Killing all my people and it's hard not to remember. Gotta find yourself within your circle. Shake the spirits up and watch the world get nurtured. It's power and unity, I wish I had two of me. Protected by my ancestors, they cracker, you ain't fooling me. What about the red line, call it the Fed line? Jim Crow creeping up on your bedside. Front runner of the revolution deadline. So the pressure Jews got it's time to tear down. Tell the truth to the youth and watch your bed right. I want my 40 and the mule, you getting your head right. This a real nigga challenge, get your ears balanced. Come together with your brother, you gon' make that shit happen. You gon' make that shit happen. All I ever had was my head in a dream. A product of my environment, know I'm here to make a scene. We gon' get this money, pray they never intervene. Give a fuck about what they talking, we gon' make that shit happen. Is you your brother people, you gon' play up underneath them. Why turn against your brother when you know damn when you gon' need him? Provide for my sister cause I watch mama catch the beatings. Them kids looking up to you, what the hell is you gon' teach us? Sometimes I get weak up in the head, thinking about being strong, but I'm weeping instead. I can't hold my breath when they keep leaving us dead. Organs harvest country, they increasing the bread. Cold-hearted America, you was found on the murder of the innocent like your regular agenda. Stolen resources from the mass, you gon' surrender. Killing all my people and it's hard not to remember. Gotta find yourself within your circle. Shake the spirits up and watch the world get nurtured. It's power and unity, I wish I had two of me. Protected by my ancestors, hey cracker, you ain't fooling me. What about the red line, call it the Fed line? Jim Crow creeping up on your bedside. Front runner of the revolution deadline. So the pressure Jews got it's time to tear down. Tell the truth to the youth and watch your bed right. I want my 40 and the mule, you getting your head right. This a real nigga challenge, get your ears balanced. Come together with your brother, you gon' make that shit happen. You gon' make that shit happen. All I ever had was my head in a dream. Product of my environment, know I'm here to make a scene. We gon' get this money, pray they never intervene. Give a fuck about what they talking, that shit happen.
Right, so this is all this is about how you fighting back. Are you fighting back? How are you fighting back? Because inflation is gonna hit us, right? What I have is I have a link that I want everybody to go to under the video. Hey, would you be able to put the don't do that right now, but I got the thumbnail for the video right under. I have a link. It's not a link, you can't let me click it, but it's a website. I want you to go on blkprivilege.org. Make sure you go check that out. Spend some time on there. Check the store out. Check out things for purchase. Something like a Malcolm X. Actually, these are retros, so you actually can't get you a Malcolm. But you gotta make sure you in early on the situation. We've been kind of started this NFT narrative, so it's a couple of people out there with NFTs. Right, so yeah. So this is the website I'm gonna need everybody to go on. Just spend some time on here, read some articles. Just browse around for a little bit. We got some music on the site that plays while you vibing. But yeah, bro, you just go through the whole site. You can just grab some stuff, some different shirts up here. Like I said, the Malcolm is no longer on here because like I said, the Malcolm is retrofitted. So them John, it's probably gonna be a special release for the second little set type year. But no, that's in that situation. I said Americans need to brace for pain. Come on, man, let's go. Americans need to brace for some pain. Okay, Americans, you have to brace for some pain, man. You don't know where the pain coming from. Pain can come from anywhere, right? So you just gotta brace for it. Right. So that's why the thumbnail said brace for pain. It also said donate. Please donate to Americans. I be seeing people, they be forgetting they at home duties. Don't forget your at home duties.
Hey, the site's a whole vibe, guys. Get over there.
Get those at home duties
Stop what
done.
you're doing and get over there. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tamel Esco, charged with attempted murder and brutal anti-Asian attack in Yonkers, has lengthy criminal record. Video of the assault is hard to watch. Esco punched and kicked an Asian woman more than 100 times and spit on her and used anti-Asian slurs. Article by Tony L. Aiello. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Yonkers, New York, a Filipino woman is recovering from a vicious anti-Asian attack in Yonkers. The suspect is charged with attempted murder as a hate crime and has a long criminal history. CBS 2's Tony Aiello reported Monday. Wendy Trinidad reacted with horror to surveillance video of the hate crime committed in the lobby of her building. I'm in shock. I know nowadays a lot of mental issues, but that is just unbelievable, Trinidad said. It's hard to watch the video of 42-year-old Tamela Esco assaulting his 67-year-old neighbor. Esco threw 125 punches and 7 vicious kicks, then twice spit on the woman and used anti-Asian slurs. The victim is well liked by neighbors. She's very, very nice. 2 daughters. Her husband passed. He was a mailman. I remember that, neighbor Skin Shabash said. A witness told CS2 Esco walked outside and screamed incoherently at passerby after the assault. Police arrived quickly and took him into custody. We're going to file this as a hate crime, and we're charging attempted murder based on the number of strikes and length of the attack, Yonkers Police Commissioner John Mueller said. Esco has 14 arrests and multiple convictions on his record, Mueller said. In February 2021, Esco pushed a woman through a plate glass window. She was not seriously hurt, but Esco was given conditional discharge and no jail time. CBS 2 learned Esco entered a 5-month inpatient program for substance abuse after his arrest last year. He previously served 42 months in prison for a 2010 stabbing. Man. What is this? A conditional discharge?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
His mind ain't right.
So they just let him back out?
Nah, he was put on.
5-month inpatient program for substance abuse after his arrest last year.
Yeah, let me go.
40 months in prison for a 2010 stabbing. Bro. Man, this don't make no sense. Can you sue the city for this?
Why? Because they got crazy people around the country.
Bro, y'all know these people are out here. Y'all just letting them out, and they're just attacking innocent people walking around.
Yeah, it said a conditional discharge is a penalty that can be imposed where the court feel that given the character, which is I was saying your mental condition or some type of condition, this is where like yo, go for handicap, whatever it is, of the offender and the nature of the offense, it is not appropriate to impose a punishment, right? There are 2 types of discharge: absolute discharge and conditional discharge. And absolute discharge means that no further action is taken. Conditional discharge means that the offender is released with a offense placed on their criminal record, but gives the court the power to review sentence for the officer or the situation is. Maximum time period for this is 3 years. So yeah.
That sounds bonkers. But yeah, the attack on March 11th has frightened other Asians in the neighborhood. I come home 9 o'clock. I have to be always watching whoever is there, said Olivia Solano, one of the victim's neighbors. Police said the victim has severe injuries and faces a long road to recovery. Esco is being held without bail. That is the conclusion of that article.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, and I'm a we're supposed to be sending you the video, but yeah, if you see something else in there, Americans should brace for some pain. Please donate to Americans, man.
And I'm just thinking, like, it's continuous.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he has like any family or anywhere to actually live and go? Because they said that this was his neighbor, which means this was his like place of living. He wasn't a homeless man.
Yeah, maybe he got into an argument. Maybe she said something to him, you know, because he's impatient,
right?
Impatient abuse. What is that?
Impatient.
The man got no patience, bro.
No, that's it.
Yeah, take a patience class though.
A 5-month inpatient program. Oh, I thought that was like, you know how they have like the in-house patients, like in the hospital.
Okay.
What do you call those?
Inpatient.
Yeah, but I think they spelled it.
Okay.
That's how you spell it? I thought it was I. Anyways, yeah, so inpatient program is what they have here for substance abuse. But I was just assuming that was some in-house patient.
No, I may be assuming that with you now.
Versus them just attacking his character. Yeah, he was very impatient.
No, but why would he be freed on conditional discharge?
Because he got impatient, you saying?
He's impatient. Yeah, he got substance abuse. But it is an inpatient for substance abuse.
Inpatient facility for substance abuse.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Why not go here? Just to kind of lighten the mood from such a grunt.
To the mood.
Force.
The mood might get dark back again, but do it either.
Mm-hmm. No more changing clocks? Senate okays bill to make daylight savings time permanent. The bipartisan bill named Sunshine Protection Act would ensure Americans would no longer have to change their clocks twice a year, but the bill still ... Okay, so the Senate unanimously approved a measure Tuesday that would make daylight saving time permanent across the United States next year. The bipartisan bill named the Sunshine Protection Act would ensure Americans would no longer have to change their clocks twice a year, but the bill still needs approval from the House and the signature of President Joe Biden to become law. No more switching clocks, more daylight hours to spend outside after school and after work, and more smiles. That is what we get with permanent daylight saving time, Senator Ed Markey of Massachusetts, the original co-sponsor of the legislation, said in a statement. Markey was joined on the chamber floor by senators from both parties as they made the case for how making daylight saving time permanent would have positive effects on public health and the economy and even cut energy consumption. Changing the clock twice a year is outdated and unnecessary, Republican Senator Rick Scott of Florida said. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Americans want more sunshine and less depression. People in this country, all the way from Seattle to Miami, want the Sunshine Protection Act, Senator Patty Murray of Washington added. For what reason, though? Because these sound like a whole bunch of lazy people. And there's a lot of other outdated things that we could be fixing besides changing the time twice. Anyways, nearly a dozen states across the U.S. have already standardized daylight saving time. Daylight saving time is defined as a period between spring and fall when clocks in most parts of the country are set 1 hour ahead of standard time. Americans last changed their clocks on Sunday. Standard time lasts for roughly 4 months in most of the country. Members of Congress have long been interested in the potential benefits and costs of daylight saving time since it was first adopted as a wartime measure in 1942. Okay, a wartime measure. Everyone actually goes off of military time except for the U.S. and maybe some other countries, smaller countries. But on top of that, do other countries do daylight savings with the whole 24-hour military time?
Everybody don't do it, but I'm not sure who all does it.
Did you do it in Jamaica? Or you don't really recall time being a thing? It's like it's sun. And that's something supposed to be going on. But yeah, this just sounds like they're curious and they want to see what actually happens, and they could cancel this bill as fast as they wrote it up. But on top of that, there's just a lot of other inconsistencies that we could be concerned about, like the fact that we go off of 112 schedule. Like, why do we do that? Why do we still go off the pounds and everybody, or the miles and everybody's going off that? Like, in reality, bro, because this just seems like something that's lazy more so than anything else. But I don't know. They're saying that there's health benefits to keeping it a standard time. They're saying that it's only because of the wartime measures of 1942. I would like to know a little bit more about that. Why did they even start the daylight savings with the wartime stuff?
Yeah, so they got like, so it's everywhere in a sense. Bahamas, Bermuda, Canada, except Yukon, most of Saskatchewan, and parts of British Columbia, Northeast Nunavut, Southampton Island, Ontario, and Quebec, Saint Laurent, Greenland, Thule Air Base, and Haiti. Haiti. This is, hold on, let's say, boom, Canada except, and parts of, no, these are all the excepts. All right, but Haiti, not Haiti, Arizona without Navajo Nation, Hawaii, and U.S. territories. But they got different people, like, so Haiti and a lot of those people, right, it says they do it on the second Sunday in March at 2. I'm not sure U.S. is in here. I didn't see their name so clearly, but they have to be here.
I would argue second Sunday.
Yeah, United States right here. United States except Arizona. So yeah, it's the United States except Arizona.
Arizona is not on daylight savings anymore, you saying?
Yeah. It says Arizona, but I don't know what is without Navajo Nation. So all of Arizona except the Navajo Nation, Hawaii, and U.S. territories. So these Hawaii and U.S. territories all have daylight saving time. And like I said, all there's John. It starts second Sunday of March at 2, and it ends first Sunday November at 2 for them. And then some people got first Sunday in April at 2, and last October at 2. Some people got last Sunday in March at 1. Some people got last Sunday, October. That's when it ends. So, it's different. Different people got different.
Yeah, I just feel like messing with that, like, you have to mess with everything now. It's like an algorithm that you're altering.
Oh, yeah, you got to change everything to compensate.
Daylight savings. Doesn't that correlate and compensate with the whole leap year aspect? So how does it account for that? Yeah, this is going to be an interesting experiment, because that's what they're doing right now. Experimenting with something that's been in place for, what is this, 40 years? Because if you put 20 to this, no, it's 62.
That's when it first done, and it became permanent in the 1960s. But from 42, if you add 8 to that, that'll put you at 50. If you add 10 to that, that'll put you at 60. That's 18. And you at 1960 now, 18. And then to get from 1960 to 2000, that's 40. So you do 18 plus 40.
102 years?
Shit, I don't know how you got this so fast, but maybe you got that fast.
Wait, because you said 80, right? Well.
Oh, yeah, you're looking at it because, 40 and 60. So 60 plus 18, technically, right?
60 plus 18?
Because from 1960, right, to 2000 is 40 years.
Okay.
From 2000 to 2020, I did 2020, but 2022.
Oh no, I was counting from 1942, but you're saying from 1960 to 2022.
No, but from 1942 to 1960 is 18 years. Right? And if I add my 18 on to what it takes me from 1960 to get to 2022, that's how I get the number.
Is that another 18 years?
No, it's 60 years.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Yeah,
So 78, you're saying.
I know you can't see it. 78 is what I say right now off the top of my head. So 1942 plus 78 equals 2020. So 80.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
exactly. The 2 years I didn't account for because I said 2020. But yeah.
Okay, so 80 years
Mm-hmm.
this has been in place.
A long time.
That's an old man.
That's the old man.
And now they want to change it.
But it's some people that was here before this, right? There's some people that's 100, some people that's 90, some people that's 85.
They've seen it all.
They remember before we even changed time. I remember back in my day, we didn't even change time.
We didn't even care for time. When that sun went down, you need to be in your house.
Sun went down, you went down. Down states.
The proposal will now, exactly, maybe that's what it was. It wasn't even anything racist. Just like, no, we don't care for the city's clocks. We're in the towns over here.
No one should be out here now.
The proposal will now go to the House, where the Energy and Commerce Committee had a hearing to discuss the possible legislation last week. Representative Frank Pallone, the chairman of the committee, agreed in his opening statement at the hearing that it is time we stop changing our clocks. But he said he was undecided about whether daylight saving time or standard time is the way to go.
Empress, they getting crazy now. You know how I always went to the store, right?
Mm-hmm.
The crypto.com store. Make sure y'all, we got our links in the situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure y'all click those links and whatever the situation is, get on there. So I always go to the store. And I come to the store today because I told you I wanted to open it up on the cast so the people could see like how you can just earn Little Johns for Little Johns.
Mm-hmm.
So I happened to be in the store and I'm like, what the hell is all these different stuff in the store? So this what you can now get in the store. So now you can come on here every day and keep on getting diamonds. It'll take you 200 days, less than that, because you can get 2 or 4. Sometimes you can get 5. Sometimes they have questions. You can get 3. So it's not going to take you 200 days. But I'm just saying, if you were just getting 1 a day, it'll take you 200 days, right? Mm-hmm. You'll be able to get those 200 Johns and buy you an NFT. So now you technically got an NFT for free, but just coming on the John every day and checking in.
It's an ugly NFT. Can I trade it?
Yeah, what are you talking about now? You put it in your wallet and you give it up. What is this? This minor mode has struck out on its own and aims to soon strike gold or diamond to a 10,000 edition NFT available in the reward store. Yeah.
Me, I no like no more, right? Give me one of the Mighty Lion brethrens. What a Mighty Lion NFTs.
About to go on OpenSea, trying to see what it's about.
OpenSea? What about NFT? I mean, crypto.com.
Yeah, but that's their time. I want to see if. Right?
Oh, it's in it.
Because they might have it on their own site. Like,
okay,
yeah,
let me
see?
conclude this then.
My bad, Empress.
You're fine. All right. Markey said Tuesday, now I call on my colleagues in the House of Representatives to lighten up and swiftly pass the Sunshine Protection Act. So, yeah, that is the conclusion of that article. These folks stay messing with stuff. So let's see how this one turns out, guys. But I don't think it's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
There's other things we really could be focused on that are outdated. Like you guys' concept of voting. Very outdated. But we're not going to talk about that on here.
I know you love ones.
Yeah. There's educational systems. I mean, they're outdated, but it seems like you guys are trying to update, but you guys are updating in a very peculiar and odd, and there's a word, declining way. The way the educational system's updating, It's like you guys are going to have a lot of bugs in a little bit. You guys are going to have to debug because y'all going to go out like Facebook, bro. And people are going to be confused. Like, what happened? We just realized we had a whole bug in our system. Yeah, it's been sitting there for 30 plus years now. through CRTs and all. Yep, and the Don't Say Gay bill. Yep, it's just been sitting there. We didn't realize it until now, though. But yeah, we got it out of here. We eradicated it.
We have
and
to
before
get
you know it,
rid
the
of
11-point plan is going to be here.
We have to get rid of the hate.
Because you see the person leaning away. No, you ain't see him. Where are you? Hey. You see him?
Mm-hmm.
Senator trying to protect the sunshine, which is odd. But yeah, war measure number 145. This outlines strikes by Africans, expose strikers to the savage maximum penalty. What the heck is this? You seen that? Outlawed strikes by Africans. This is a English one though. A war measure of England, a max penalty of £500, £50 according to Fine Davis, 1990, or 3 years imprisonment, and imposed compulsory arbitration at his discretion. This information comes from Simon Simon. It's 1969. Couldn't even strike. Couldn't even strike. But like, they can't even strike now. Have you ever seen any real protests there?
Nah. But they can, but they'll probably get.
Yeah, it's like you usually see the Edomites more so than anything.
Yeah, Edomites like protests and stuff.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Edomites are big protesters.
That's the conclusion of that one.
Not bad. Yeah, I got damn these moles. These moles are nowhere, bro. Where they at, bro?
Fed meeting, accounting conflicts of interest, executive order.
I just put a couple videos in there. A couple YouTube SmoothTubes. Man, bro, what's going on, bro? Stuff not going over there again, you saying?
Can you look up real quick? Okay. You got darker or are you good?
No, I got darker because I got my mustache on. That boy Kyrie going crazy, man. Man, Empress was talking about Kyrie. He got a message to prove. Every time y'all find me, I'm going to find y'all.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he had 60 points tonight.
Mm.
Yeah, I think he scored like 27 in 14 minutes or something crazy like that.
Who they play?
Efficiency, nobody. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. Really, Orlando Magic. The Magic.
I think we should go with the executive order because we touched on that last Taco Tuesday.
Go to executive order bottom.
It's the dark side.
Yeah, this is just a little extra. This is a little extra stuff.
Bitcoin and the dark side of the Biden executive order. While the executive order didn't directly challenge Bitcoin, the language of the order hints at future threats that may come. Article by Dennis Porter, updated March 15, 2022. Alrighty, let me give it to you straight. No one I spoke with from Washington or in the political space was expecting the Biden executive order to ban Bitcoin or proof of work mining. There was nearly zero expectation that President Joe Biden would take any specific action against the cryptocurrency space. From my perspective, it was pre-programmed for the EO, also known as executive order, to order studies and avoid any directives. I had been expecting this for weeks leading up to its release, along with many others I know. Regarding the response by those in the industry, I appreciate others taking the time to point out the positives that we saw in the Biden executive order and the general posture of the current administration. The greater focus to bring regulatory clarity is welcome, and we should celebrate the fact that Biden is not banning Bitcoin or taking decisive action against any part of the industry. As I understand, many were worried about this as a possible outcome. That being said, there are two critical components that the executive order that leave me with a significant amount of concern moving forward.
You can read a lot of this, but you don't have to. Like that exact those paragraphs right there.
Mm-hmm.
You could actually transgress down to where he start having different things. Right. So that's the central bank. Central bank digital currency.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I see it, you know me, my mind, like I always see CBD. I have never not seen CBD and be like, man, what is all CBDSs?
Mm-hmm.
You boys tripping.
Okay, so the dangerous praise of CBDCs. Okay, yeah, plural. All right, you do not need to read very far into the Biden executive order before seeing CBDCs mentioned. In fact, CBDCs are mentioned in the very first paragraph, and the word CBDC appears no less than 34 times throughout the EO. The mention of CBDCs is in stark contrast to the lack of recognition of Bitcoin, which is not mentioned a single time throughout the executive order, despite being the entire reason the crypto market exists. Multiple times throughout the EO, CBDCs are consistently praised by Biden's administration as a way to reduce cross-border payments and for showcasing United States leadership. Before I jump into my views on CBDCs and why they are so dangerous to you as an individual, I took time to get a comment from a leading congressional staffer who is highly focused on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency policy in DC. The executive order brings a level of legitimacy that we have not seen in the cryptocurrency space before. In that sense, it's a positive because clarity is desperately needed on a variety of issues. However, it was a little bit odd that the executive order had included reports on CBDCs while there are ongoing studies being conducted by the Fed on the same issue. The Fed reports on CBDCs that came out earlier this year had a much more cautious tone than many expected, and they were clearly cognizant of potential risks to privacy should a CBDC be adopted. The executive order, in contrast, has a much more positive tone on CBDCs and seems to downplay the risk. It almost gives the impression that the administration is trying to adjust the narrative already set forth by the Fed. Can you kind of break that down to me? Because I read it, but I really read it to read, not comprehension.
Okay, right. So now what we're hearing is about these CBDCs.
Mm-hmm. Right. And you said CBDCs are central bank digital currencies?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Right, and with those, you already know where they're going. So it's them saying, "Yo, let's just put them." Like, yeah, no, I hear y'all like the crypto, right? Don't just give us the fiat back, right? And we're just gonna turn the fiat into the coin, and we're gonna give everybody those things. So now that's where they see the risk out of it, because they're saying, "Yo, we need some legitimacy, blah blah blah. It'll make a lot of stuff easier. People will come in definitely because you'll get a lot of businesses. You'll be able to." Goddamn, tell your business to be like, yo, I just wanted the Bitcoin. So a lot of that stuff, it'll be amazing for growth. Mm-hmm. But then when you think about the risk and the fact that Biden kept on talking about CBDCs and he was just like, yo, we need some CBD. But we've been on that. It was like, yo, the Fed coin, because that's what he was saying. The Fed is also working on that too. Mm-hmm. Right? They plan on making a Fed coin. So now it's a Fed coin, and now they talking about just CBDCs. This is central bank, nigga. You already know Bitcoin got nothing to do with central banks. That's the last thing Bitcoin got to do with central banks.
Like it's just like, imagine if they had not a USD, but a Rebel T, a Ruble T. Like, sorry, your stabilization is gone for today. Like, I don't know, bro. It just sounds odd. But I really want to figure out the market caps of the stable coins to figure out the incentive.
As far as what?
As far as like USDT, USDC, right? Mm. Both are pegged to the dollar for the most part, right? I know we heard some weird stuff about that. But anyways, both pegged to the dollar, and both have seen... Not both. USDT for sure has seen astronomical growth, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so their market cap, are you aware of what it would be? Is the question.
Nah, not offhand. I'm not a big USDC fan, USDT fan.
Okay, and you're saying, like, you know how with Bitcoin, right? You put $1 in, it goes up 1%, you get that percentage in growth, right? Mm-hmm. With the USDT, USDC, if I put $1 in, I just put $1 in, and it's still $1. Well, hopefully it's still $1 tomorrow, still $1 tomorrow. Like, it continues to be $1, but the market cap is growing because everyone believes in this stabilized cryptocurrency dollar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now you're saying that they're saying, hey, matter of fact, we thought about it. We don't want our market cap to just be this uncontrolled number that we don't really know because we don't know the money that's in circulation. Let's put everything on the grid, guys. Talking to all you little civilians. Put all your money on the grid so we can really get a true market cap. We can figure out our market cap and figure out how much money is circulating. And then before you know it, like, it's just run off with the money time. Because, like, you have information that you're really not supposed to have.
Mm-hmm. And I tell you, that's what the greater risk. So it ain't even about running off with the money with the Fed. It's about control.
Yeah, it's like once they figure out, okay, we're here, and then they start to analyze the data throughout the years, and they're like, oh, we're here. They take out here. A lot of people seem to spend here. Let's take out with them.
What you mean take out with them? What's that?
So, like, when the holidays come up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, say a lot of people want to, withdraw their USDT or whatever the case is.
Mm-hmm.
They withdraw their market cap or whatever the case is, and now they can, I guess, manipulate the market in a way.
No, it ain't about no markets no more. It's one world government. There's no markets. We want to get everybody on one system. We want to operate at one way. So that's what I'm saying. So everything may start off.
So like when everything goes up, everything goes up. When everything goes down, everything goes down.
No. It's just we don't know about money. We got a card that we scan and it's digital assets on it. You work for digital assets every day. That's what they want to turn it to. They want you to have no more money. They don't want you to go to nobody and make independent purchases that they don't know about. That's what it's about. It's about actual control.
Why are you trying to withdraw $12,000 of cash?
Yeah,
we just said we were going to monitor you if you did 600, but
they're not trying to front run you or nothing. They don't even care about a lot of stuff. They want control of the mind, right?
Okay, I see.
Why you think Gary Vee always come on and say, yeah, Alexa, make sure that you try to be the first one that when people go in there and say, Alexa, send me boxers. You feel me? You want to get those spaces.
Mm-hmm.
So, everybody trying to compete to be in this weird digital world where, you feel me? It's just based on the government in a sense. It's based on the higher up saying, yo, these are the people that's the number one. So, you feel me? Unless they request something special, they these whatever ones that we send them. So that's what I'm looking at with this Fed coin nonsense.
USDT's market cap is at 80 billion right now. Just to add that note. But you just said something else.
It's a third boy on there. and that's just in a stability situation because you want to keep your money on the market. That's all it really is. You want to keep your money on the market. Somebody like a USDT is a liquidity provider. You're able to keep your money there and blah, blah, blah. So now when something opens up and a play opens up, you can hit it, bam. Instead of taking your money off, sending it back to your bank, you try to send it back, your bank asking you why you sending money here, and just too much nonsensical stuff, bro. All right, too much nonsensical stuff.
So literally, it's just on grid now.
Yes, ma'am. Now you got it. That's what it's about, man. That's the ultimate, right? Because they see what Bitcoin could do, and I think Biden, he watching what Bitcoin did. He's like, yo, no. So you said they was able to track them? Then the blocks. See, it's blocks.
You said people are willing to do this, all in the name of decentralization.
Well, there's some guys trying to get some little sneaky coins. Who? He's not paying taxes? You said he made McAfee, and so he knows about taxes. He was once one of us. Then he was at McAfee. Mm-hmm. Come on, dude, we gotta talk to him.
What did they say? Who's John Galt?
We gotta talk to him, right? So they had the brother on the run, but the whole time the brother was pushing privacy coin. He don't fuck with Bitcoin. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's up to him. I ain't got no problem with that either because privacy coin, I fuck with that mindset too, goddamn. What do you mean? Why y'all worrying about my money, bro? I don't have no money to give y'all, bro. If I have money to give y'all, I would give it to y'all. And you know what I do? I give people money, actual humans. Yeah, bro. Look, USDC up there. What they looking like?
52 billion.
Okay, you see they fifth,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they both in the top 5, and this is because the market, right? This is technically what you would call a bear market, where people are waiting for openings.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so you don't want to be in some goddamn illusion or goddamn money. Right,
Yeah, and then XRP and then Luna.
XRP is the most nonsensical shit, bro.
36 billion.
Yeah, that's bad. That's based on market capitalization. Look at the circulating supply.
40 billion.
All right, that's nonsense.
Max supply is 100 billion.
That's nonsensical. Now go to Luna right under it. How much they got?
370 million.
Okay. And how much? And what's their market cap?
It's not telling you the amount.
Yeah, it's not telling you the supply.
Hold on. No, there isn't.
No, you can tell because it don't got that John on the bottom.
Yeah, Cardano has 45 billion in supply.
What's the percentage of the supply that's completed?
74. Yeah, XRP is 48. Solana doesn't have one either.
You can tell though, Empress.
Yeah, the little bar.
Yeah.
Bitcoin, 90%.
Yeah, people don't even get that. I'm telling you, play with the game. Play with the game.
Let's continue.
Play with the game. Play with the game. Play with the game. Play with the game. Play with the game.
Is there anything else?
What article that was? The CBDC boy. No, you can go down and see what he got. Probably got another concern. Let me be bold.
Bitcoin Energy Fund inbound. Bitcoin Energy Fund inbound. Biden EO. The United States has an interest in ensuring that digital asset technologies and the digital payments ecosystem are developed, designed, and implemented in a responsible manner that reduces negative climate impacts and environmental pollution, as may result from cryptocurrency mining. This statement should cause all Bitcoiners to pause. Biden shows where his administration stands on Bitcoin mining in a single sentence. There is no need to read between the tea leaves here. Environmental pollution as may result from some cryptocurrency mining. Unfortunately, Bitcoin mining is still seen as a threat to the goals of those who want to see our carbon emissions drop, regardless of your position on greenhouse gas emissions and climate change. We should be doing whatever we can to educate our government that Bitcoin can help reduce GHGs so as to prevent a crackdown on Bitcoin mining in the United States. Bitcoin mining may be the very thing that achieves the desired impact that many environmentalists have been pushing for decades. Unfortunately, we are in a dangerous period when proof of work mining is under attack worldwide. The United States has the next 50 years of energy innovation under its grasp after the China exodus, where nearly 50% of the hash rate was kicked out of China by the CCP. We are also seeing the same move being made by the European Union. They are moving to vote on an amendment to ban proof of work mining at the EU as we speak, in the EU as we speak. The United States is currently number one in the Bitcoin mining, and we should do whatever we can to keep this industry here in America. Bitcoin mining will rebuild America and will lead to a national security edge over global opponents. Yeah, I was just thinking about China, and they have a currency because when we kind of like rolled into Bitcoin, we were figuring out the whole bans and stuff, and China's been trying to get Bitcoin completely out of China for a little minute, and I think they have finally been successful for the majority part. I know there's still like some lingering court cases and things of that nature, but China's on the grid. They have social credit scores. They have, Olympic athletes in China using these digital devices on their phone and different apps or whatever to kind of make purchases and stuff and be on the grid. And I don't think it's like by choice, right? It's like in order for you to purchase this, you need this.
The CCP. All right. What is it? The Chinese Communist Party, huh?
Okay.
All right. So that's the vibe, Empress, and that's why it's easier to do over there because I know a lot of people be like, yo, so can they do it in America?
To what extent? It's like, yeah, maybe in New York. Yeah, maybe in LA. Yeah, maybe in major cities where it's a lot of foot traffic and you can get test subjects a lot faster. That's where they experimented with Uber. That's where they experiment with a lot of these different apps that are here now. They go to the major cities where there's a lot of foot traffic and a lot of close quarter people. And before you know it, it's major cities, minor cities, and anything in between. So yeah, they can do it.
That's super interesting because I think it's virtually impossible in America because how do you put the genie back in the bottle? It's always the problem. That
you don't. People just flee. People run.
Nah, who runs?
People run to the countryside. People run off the grid. People run to other countries that are more off-gridish. People just run. Like, it literally spreads like wildfire. So you get it in these major cities first. Major cities adopt it. They adapt well to it.
You see what's going on in Ukraine, Empress? What you mean run? You see what's going on in Haiti? You know what's going on in Jamaica? Like, people don't run.
Yeah, people go to Poland, people go to Romania, people go to surrounding countries. People go
all
to
the
America,
Haitians that left. Was it still Haitians in Haiti?
Correct.
After all the Haitians that left, was there still Haitians in Haiti?
Yes.
There's real people on the ground, bro. That's what I'm telling you. You cannot put those real people back in the bottle without killing them people. Them people are not fleeing to another fucking country.
Oh, no. Those are the vaxxers. Those are the people that are complicit with the situation. They stay. They stick around. Not necessarily complicit. What? Let me take that. I redact that whole word. These people, unfortunately, have made a choice similar to slavery.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. What are you saying?
They can literally flee. They can, unfortunately, control out, delete themselves, or they can deal with it. But everybody has a choice, right? On whether they.
Yeah, what are you saying? I'm telling you that there people chose to stay and fight this shit. They're not giving up their country.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Niggas that fled, ran. It's fight or flight. Right? You don't say that, yo, these niggas. No. The Maroons didn't run. The Maroons are Maroons to this day, right? We did, like I said, if you go to Haiti, they'll show you the Maroons. They'll tell you, yo, we got Maroon towns. If you go to Jamaica, Maroons don't run. Right? It's no running. Like, it's like you have to deal with things. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying America has too much, like white people say savages. I guess black people been using the word too, but savages. It's too much people in America, bro.
Is that a barbaric?
Not barbaric. I'm talking about kings. It's too much warriors in America. Right, I don't really like the term barbaric because I don't really identify with a lot of white people stuff. But there's way too many warriors in America, bro. Like I know I tell y'all the shit about them not the people. Yeah, that's the weapons and things like that. That's not the people, bro. Right? Gucci Man said a line when he said nigga got niggas riding around in a truck like a Trump fan or something that he said about Trump, and you know they ride around in the truck. I'm just telling you, bro. Some people gonna run. A lot of people may run, but America wasn't found on people running. America, the reason why America is so bad to people and bully people because we found on what I'm just telling you, niggas ain't running. I mean,
you said those paid cotton pickers weren't runners?
What you mean? We're paying cotton pickers.
There's a high school where they have a mascot called the Cotton Pickers. And we got some background information on it. And we were trying to figure out why wasn't the offense there. And they said that these people got paid.
What people?
Mexican. Yes. Hispanics, I want to say.
What'd you say?
They fled Mexico.
So
the Italians fled Italy. The Jewish people, from my understanding, fled Germany or Austria, where that situation was. Europe region. These people fled and came to America, right?
It's fleers, right? The people that you could say fleed, they fleed. But what they did was in a weird way where they was just searching for new land. So they didn't really flee in the sense that they looked at fleeing. They fled because, yo, I got warrants here. I killed 30 people here, 50 people here. Niggas trying to kill me. Let me go over here. We got all them people. We got a bunch of niggas that went around worlds conquering niggas, smacking niggas, doing shit, coming over. You feel me? That's what we got in America. And I'm pretty sure we were in the longest standing place with citizens been having firearms, right? So we built different in America. So I don't think people could just push us over, is what I'm saying, right? So when you talking about the little Mexicans, cool. But do you know the MS-13 also came from Mexico, right? You can tell me about the people that come over here good, but what about the other people too? They technically flee, but they didn't. I'm telling you, it's people that move. It's people that's like, yo, I'm here right now with it. Nah, we over here with it. Yeah, because we can do a little bit more connecting over here, and we can have a little more power over there. Small level. Let's go over here and see what the big boy is talking about. So right, that's what I'm saying about America, Empress. This country became so great because they say them boys getting their ass whooped. They say, yo, let them black boys fight. Let them slaves fight. Then they let some slaves fight, and they say, oh, these boys are monsters. Right? I'm telling you, like, that's just been America, bro. These white boys have been living with black people, bro, for a long time. When I say black people, I'm talking about real black people. I'm talking about the ones that Empress talking about, not the ones that fled, the ones that fled. I'm talking about the real ones, though. I'm talking about the real ones, bro. The niggas that was like, yo, I took advantage of these guys over here. We about to go over here and take advantage of some other guys. I heard they were doing something to others over there. Them the fleers I'm talking about. The motherfuckers that have fled looking for war. Just telling you, bro.
So are you saying like
we good, bro?
Bitcoiners?
I'm telling you, it's some free minders, Empress, and they not gonna flee in the same sense that you think that they're gonna flee. Right? A lot of people is willing to die for this country, which is why you aren't talking like that. Man, you come from Africa, you come from these different places, you see what America offering, and you see the dream of what America could be. You don't know way you let no nigga come over here and tell you that, yo, bro, I run you. You ain't running shit, bro. Hell nah. Nobody. Right? That's what America stand on. And then you see little people around the world shouting America, oh, America, shout you out. Shout out reggae music. They say, yo, we freed ourselves from apartheid and all this different stuff going on over here. Thank you, reggae music. Yo, we got to make decisions. We got to make decisions. If we want fleeing, where the hell we going to end up at? Under the earth? And the bury us? Hey, brother, put you in these caves. I've been seeing niggas in caves. Maybe they put us in the cave. Right, Empress? Maybe they mapping them out for some people to be put down there. Hey, man, this one has a big room, 15 feet floor, or whatever the fuck he was telling me, 15 feet ceiling. Some ceilings in the sky. Empress know about ceilings. Empress like high ceilings.
Vaulted. But yeah, just to add to that Bitcoin executive order and the dark side, with the Bitcoin energy usage, I like that they throw that out there. It's like this fallacy situation, but it's like, okay, hold on, let's really look at this. U.S. dollars, right? They have to be printed on some type of lumber. Can you guys talk to that effort on how the U.S. dollar is very toxic for the planet?
Yo, how do these banks store money?
Oh, let's talk about those guys. Yo, you literally drive past. I don't know if they do it more recently, but you drive past to a lit up building and no one in it.
And they know that. What? I'm about to put the John Moore. No,
I'm not even talking. I'm talking to these environmentalists that are so quick to point out Bitcoin's energy usage.
Oh, the ESGers.
It's like, come on. Let's point out everybody's energy usage. And then let's start talking. Because you guys actually have to cut down trees in order to print those things off right there called dollar bills.
So they doubling up. Banking system use significantly more energy than Bitcoin. Researchers show. Right. So look at banking system, look at gold, and look at Bitcoin. So I understand the relevance of what y'all talking about, but it's not relevant. It's irrelevant, bro. Stop it, bro. Stop it. And
networks, ATM, bank branches,
And Empress, we have wasted energy that they talk about, and that's what they talk about with Bitcoin. Is they talk about they want to use Bitcoin as a sense of like recycling that wasted energy.
Bro,
these people know all the plans.
Bro,
Bitcoin got.
like Bitcoin literally sends you money in 10 minutes, and that seems like a long time. Do you realize that before it was 5 to 7 business days in order for you to get the money? Like, let's stop. Like, come on. Bitcoin literally is a reduction in energy usage if we cut out these middlemen.
It's the main thing, bro. That's the main thing. And I don't be understanding people push back against it. Maybe they're saying, yo, we've been at the system. The system is traditional and it works. I don't know what you're saying, bro. All I'm telling you, there's an algorithm, bro. It's an algorithm, bro. Like, you literally, bro.
Uncorrupted, like, untouchable algorithm.
Bro, these motherfuckers printed money, bro. Literally, you sitting there with $1 in your hand and your dollar turned to 50 cents and you, yo, Bitcoin, chill out. That's what Empress was talking about with Michael Saylor. He kind of showed inflation and how you think you invested and you got your ass beat. Because Bitcoin is the highest performing asset over the last decade.
The most gentle robbery.
For the last decade, Bitcoin is the highest performing asset. Yeah. Oh, bro, what about 2017? When I don't know about crypto winters, but I'm just telling you, over the last decade, including that 2017 and all those years that you were talking about, bro. The decade, bro. Just look at it kind of how you need to look at it, bro. Stop getting so fixated. Yeah, China said they gone, and we still holding it down. So now they saying that we done took over that little lead, and you know we took over China. We got so much goddamn Chinese people here. Nigga, we are China, bro. Nigga, don't get on no Fed coin. The Fed coin is gonna be just like the yuan, the yuan or whatever.
Yeah.
Nah, they digital yuan or something, yuan or some shit.
Okay.
My bad, I can't say Chinese. I ain't Chinese, bro.
4 things to watch at conclusion of Fed meeting on Wednesday. Here are 4 things to watch at the conclusion of the Fed's policy meeting on Wednesday. In many ways, the script has been pre-written for the Federal Reserve's policy meeting that ends on Wednesday. Man, what the heck? You guys got that 3 good times? With the U.S. inflation running at the highest level in 40 years and labor markets tight, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell has already given the green light for a 25 basis point benchmark interest rate hike. So we are 25% of the way there? He said 100 basis points? That CEO?
Yeah, he had a number, but right now what we're saying is based on what's going on in Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
We may not be able to do that much hikes, bro. The fucking stuff is too high right now, but we can't just keep on doing rate hikes. I understand we need to, but you feel me? So that's what everybody trying to figure out right now. Can we still do? Because they were damn near planning on doing 7 of these 25 basis boys.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like with Papa Doug, right? He was saying it's a distraction. It's a distraction. I love hearing people say that because they never really know what the distraction is.
What would be distracted, bro?
But now that I've read some of this article, 25 already. That is fast. That was less than 3 months?
Oh, they had already planned. They plan on doing it in March.
Yeah,
so they're gonna do it probably every 3 months.
Yeah, but now it's easier to not necessarily stop the bleeding, but cover it up. Like, oh no, you're not bleeding. Ukraine's at war. You're not bleeding. You're not actually bleeding. Meanwhile, your money is literally bleeding out.
And continuously telling you, yo, fixate on Ukraine. Wait, and I'm telling you that's why the thumbnail is no heartache on Ukraine, but it's Americans need to bear for some pain.
Mm-hmm. And now this is what it's set up as. You could be at war like Ukraine, but you're not. You're comfortable in your AC unit house. No bombs over your head. You're good. You're good. You're good, man. It's literally the Get Out, spinning the little teaspoon, John.
Part-time slave trauma, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Melanated people, We in this country, we got bombs over our head every day, goddamn.
Mm-hmm.
I showed y'all the videos of people exploding, melanated people. It's not from the situation at hand.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's not from the situation, Empress. It's not just because a cop came up to me and asked me, do I got something? It's not because of that. It's because, nigga, yesterday this shit happened to me too. And 3 weeks ago, this dumb shit happened to me too. And this dummy right here seen me. You feel me? It's just so much stuff pent up. And that's what I was saying in the little thing with Zaytigee. Us as a melanated man, we don't really have that room. Like the brother said he had to shut his phone down one time. Brothers was calling in crying. I'm telling you, bro, we don't have that outlet, bro. You got to be strong. Hey, keep that warrior instinct, bro, because it's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off for us, great, bro. And that's what I'm saying as far as how we savages. I don't think they could step on us, bro.
We show up to him, and like when they used to show up to get their illegal substance, the white boys used to sit out there and just be talking for hours. They let them know about their relationships, what happened at work, and I'm like, man, how come my brothers never talk like this? You feel me? What's really going on with them? That's why a lot of black brothers be pent up. You don't even be seeing that. Them niggas be tough as hell, bro. They want to break down, bro. Any moment they share anything, if they share one moment of weakness with you, bro, they'll be crying, bro. Cry me a real. Bro, they gotta be pent up. You don't be seeing that shit, bro. White boy come right by you and be like, man, my girlfriend cheated on me, dude.
Yeah.
Would you ever say
Would you ever say some shit like that?
Everybody in the world, they'll just say it to a coworker. Yeah, man, I'm not going out tonight, man. Wife cheated on me, man. Fucking getting divorced, everything, you know. I walked in on a dude. Yeah, this is the third time. The shit out of her, man. Same guy, man. Young guy, man. Or
black.
No, even like my own.
A young guy, man. Right, so Empress, it's not even side no more. It's just a young guy. He just at the spot. But you feel me? You invite him into the spot, goddamn.
He just go to printing money.
Yo.
You better call Jerome.
Call that brother. See,
he gonna print you some money.
And don't hear this name, because I told somebody this name the other day. I was like, man, y'all seen what that boy Jerome doing? They're like, what? Black bro tripping. I'm like, what? It's Jerome, white man Jerome Powell. Bro, who gave you that name, G? Nah, it's all comedy, but who gave you that name?
That's definitely gonna be one of our trivia questions. First black man to be a part of the Federal Reserve. Jerome Powell.
Oh, yeah. They're gonna be fucked up because we're gonna have the right answer on there. They're gonna be like, oh snap, that black bro right there was there before Jerome.
Come on, it's obviously Jerome. This is an easy one.
Shout out to you, black bro. Matter of fact, we had black bro on the last. Yeah, I probably seen black bro on the last cast. We played a video, and I think somewhere in the clip, I think he might have been in one of those clips that I played. I be exposing y'all to some shit. I'm an exposer.
Wait, who are you talking about? What guy?
My OG from the Federal Reserve.
Okay. Alrighty. The Fed will release a statement. Boy. Man, where's my mouse? Okay. Okay. It's not that long. All right, so with U.S. inflation, all right, 25 basis points, we hit that point. The first since 2018 to be followed by a series of increases. The Fed will release a statement and updated economic forecast at 2 p.m. Eastern, followed by Powell's press conference at 2:30 p.m. Wednesday. The yield on the 10-year Treasury note, TMUB USD 10-year, I guess it's up 2%, rose to 2.144 ahead of the Fed's announcements. U.S. stocks, DJIA, plus 1.82%, SPX, plus 2.14%. We're trading sharply higher. Excuse me. There will be a lot of digest beyond the headlines. What will economists be paying attention to? Here are 4 things to focus on. How many hikes will the Fed pencil in? Last December, the Fed penciled in 0.75 percentage point rate hikes this year, 3 more in 2023, and 2 more in 2024. The total of 8 quarter-point hikes would bring the Fed's policy rate up to 2.1%, just below the central bank's neutral rate that neither boosts or restricts growth. In contrast, the market now sees 7 quarter-point hikes this year. Economists think the Fed will raise these forecasts on Wednesday, but most economists think it will tread carefully and only add a couple more hikes for this year, said Derek Holt, head of capital market economics at Scotiabank. The risk is the Fed gets more aggressive. Economists at Jefferies see the Fed pointing to 5 rate hikes this year and 5 in 2023. If the Fed signals they will move rates into restrictive territory above 2.5%, that will be a hawkish sign. Markets don't think the Fed will get into a restrictive stance, but many economists think it is inevitable. Stanley of Empras Natty thinks rates will ultimately have to rise above 3% to bring inflation down. What will Powell say about the impact of the Russia-Ukraine war? Powell has said that the war raises risks to the outlook for the U.S. economy, but has not given much detail. Economists are divided, with some thinking the conflict will make the Fed more dovish, while others think hawkish. If Powell plays down the geopolitical risk, that will be hawkish, said Tom Simons of Jefferies.
Yeah, so you could only imagine hawkish is when they're going to be on your ass. Right? They're going to be on your ass. Like, they're going to raise that, be on your ass. On your ass. But dovish is like, you good, but we're going to play around with it. No, inflation rate, we're going to bring it back. You good. Right? Like frolicky, almost dovish. Hawking is like locking in on it, and it's like you making that move and you actually aggressive with the move. But I was just going to tell y'all it's the two different terms, hawkish and dovish, before the shit came up.
Okay. What will Powell say about the What will message be about inflation? This mouse. All right. Expect Powell to be in inflation fighting mode, economists said. Inflation has to be job one at this point, said Stephen Stanley, chief economist at Amherst Pierpont. Okay, he will stress that if inflation does not peak and begin to moderate later this year, the Fed could move faster. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, that's what I was explaining. As far as if things don't get better before they get worse, they get more hawkish. Sometimes they get too hawkish. They get hawkish before they need to, and then that fucks it up. Like I said, it's a delicate balance where they say they use recessions almost to kind of quell things. So everybody trying to figure out, do we have to go? You feel me? We're right at that point, bro. We're right at the brink of recession right now, bro. So the decisions become a little more tempting, where it's like, yo, you got $2. You got to make the right decision. If you make the wrong decision, $1, you wiped out. If you make wrong decision, $1, you wiped out. Right decision, nigga, 700 billion, you wiped up. You wiping down. Nevertheless, my bad, Empress.
Okay. Will Fed give details about plans to shrink its balance sheet? The Fed's balance sheet doubled to almost $9 trillion during the pandemic. Shrinking it is another form of removing monetary stimulus from the economy. Fed watchers are divided about how much detail the Fed will give on its plans. Some, like Deutsche Bank, I
say
Deutsche Bank, think the Fed will give specifics on how rapidly it will allow the portfolio to shrink, setting up an announcement of the start of the program at the Fed's next meeting in early May. Others think the Fed will wait until June or July to start. That is the conclusion of that article.
Right, like I said, inflation is loom. Right. The title says, "Can inflation cause a recession?" Yes, but not inflation alone. Right, inflation is just inflation, right? But what makes things worse is when you have fictitious money and real inflation. Meaning that there's no real money to even cover no inflation. So inflation is only gonna hurt, right? So that's where we're trying to figure things out right now. How much real money is out there? How much money is not just stimulus money? How much money is actual money that we can say, yo, this can go towards this. So, hey, we're trying to get consumer spending back, trying to get working back. They're saying that the job numbers are looking a little better. So, gotta see how things go, man. The economists, I don't know, bro. Economists gotta get better, bro. Y'all need to know how to flip money. Y'all don't be flipping shit, bro. Y'all be having the same balance sheet. And I heard Bray say y'all ain't gonna really be using y'all balance sheet. But go in.
Okay. Next article is
and then this really the last, bro. So you could just skip this one. I'm not sure if I had another video, but yeah.
Okay. Articles published March 16th. SEC investigates Big Four accounting firms for conflicts. The U.S. Security and Exchange Commission is carrying out an investigation on conflicts of interest at the nation's largest accounting firms. The Wall Street Journal reported on Tuesday, citing people familiar with the matter. The investigation is focused on whether consulting and other non-audit services that these companies sell undermine their ability to conduct independent reviews, the report added. I think that's a conclusion.
Jesus.
That is the conclusion of that article.
Alright, so now I wanted to show you some of the big threes, but what I'm gonna do is one of the main brands that they talking about exactly. These are some different guys.
Big Four. At first, I thought it was like NCAA stuff right now. I was like, the Big Four. I was like, isn't it more than that? I was slightly confused.
All right, so.
Oh, okay. Right here. The Big Four accounting firms comprise of Deal Little, EY, KPMG, and PwC.
Mm-hmm.
Is PwC a bank too? No, that's PNC.
Mm-hmm. That's yeah. I said these are what is the name of them?
Accounting firms.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is Price Waterhouse Coopers, the PwC.
Mm-hmm. PwC's logos right here.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay.
The main brand.
And then what about EY?
EY. I don't know why I'm blank on that, but like I said, I got something by my boy doing them. EY. What happened?
Camera.
Man, that's the most high.
You think I should just put the flyer up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ernest and Young.
Okay. Ernest and Young, and then KPMG, I think. Yeah, KPMG, and then you did PwC already.
Mm-hmm. KPMG, the fourth largest accounting firm in the U.S.
Welcome back, everyone. So as we...
Go ahead. Oh, wait, what happened? Okay, you said KPMG was what again?
KPMG. That's just the auditing and consulting giant KPMG said its Russian and Belarus firm will leave the KPMG network. Yeah, like when you go on their website, they said firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't imagine it, but it's KPMG LLP. Firsthand Co. I would just only imagine this is them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't see their name or nothing special about them.
All right, you ready for this video?
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty. Let me get this out of your way.
So 2021 was a banner year when it came to mergers and acquisitions, and that came on the heels of the lows that we saw during the pandemic. So let's check in with 2021 and what we can expect this year as well. Brad Smith and I are joined by Mark Soroa, Deloitte's partner in mergers and acquisitions and restructuring. Thank you for joining us today. So first, I want to talk about your study, which showed a $5.9 trillion in M&A activity last year, up 64% on the previous year, which, as I mentioned, was weighed down by the pandemic. What made 2021 such a bumpy year? And how do the headwinds that you're seeing this year shape your outlook for 2022?
It's a great question. So 2021 was huge. I think maybe the biggest news for us was to watch the growth in a number of large deals over $1 billion in size. Those doubled in 2021. And 2021 was a 60% increase in the value of deals from the prior year. And even with the pandemic, it wasn't down that much. We've had a long string of very large M&A years since 2016. For us, what's important is that we're starting to see what looks like a wave shape. You know, economists will say merger waves are periods of M&A activity, but for strategists, it's looking at the wave shape. And merger waves only happen for one of two reasons. One is either companies that hadn't been doing deals start doing them, or companies that had been acquisitive start doing more or bigger deals. So this is the period of time where you see this injection of inexperience in the market at near all-time high market valuations, where you're paying a premium over that. And these are very unique capital investment decisions. So looking forward, M&A markets don't like volatility. So that's the that's the only thing that could get in the way of this. But if markets stay strong, we know that M&A is correlated with rising stock markets.
When we think about the sectors that made the most acquisitions and that had some of the largest fanfare and attention-grabbing headlines around their acquisitions, tech stays in the spotlight. And so with that in mind, we do know that we're entering into a rising rate environment for tech. What does that signal about the potential for some of the existing M&A that we've already seen and the future of mergers and acquisitions within that sector?
Well, we've seen a very active M&A across industry sectors, so not just tech. What we would say to acquirers who are looking at tech companies is understand those market valuations, and many of those tech companies may be trading like acquisition candidates. So be very careful before you pay a 20 or 30 or 40% premium over those market valuations, because they may have a lot of growth value already built into them.
Now, I want to talk about the deal that wasn't, this proposed deal between chip maker NVIDIA and ARM Semiconductor that fell through, but it did test that $40 billion ceiling for M&A in that space. What's your take on why it fell apart, and perhaps any other deals in the chip space that you're watching?
So I can't comment on specific deals, but I can just say that the most successful acquirers now are the ones who are the most prepared. The ones that know what they want, why they want them, and how they're going to create value with that set of assets once they buy it.
Perhaps you can talk about the strategic reasoning behind deal making. I mean, most notably, there was a head scratcher today between AMC and a silver mining company called Hycroft. And so with that in mind, are we set to see even more of this deal making that takes place that is either positioning a company for having an asset on its balance sheet, or in technology's case, from what we've seen over the course of decades, the ability to acquire, to grow, and have that vertical integration as kind of the reasoning for the strategy?
So you hit it right on the head. I mean, acquisitions ultimately are about growth. But we start out with the presumption that capital is luxurious. It's expensive to touch. It has a cost. And one of the things we know about capital, there are smart things to do with capital and less smart things. So in this sort of period of an M&A wave, it's very important that acquirers take that step back and try to resist the urge to be reactive and trapping themselves in this sort of constant battle to play not to lose and play to win, which is making the tough decisions about what pathways for growth are most important to them. And what assets, not look at deals in isolation, but think about portfolios of assets that are going to be most important for their growth.
And one of the things we're seeing as we do look at things like chip makers, obviously Apple released its own line of chip makers. As you look at some of the companies who are battling with things like supply chains and wondering about the future, could we see perhaps a Ford perhaps acquiring a chip maker? And do you see some of these sectors that are seeing more consolidation, perhaps getting the ire of some regulators as well if they become too big?
That's always a concern in large deals, and we counsel and advise acquirers to not be surprised about their portfolio of assets, about which pieces. So this is the time to think about which pieces might be good candidates for divestiture.
All right, well, thank you for your time this afternoon. Lots of great insights there. Mark Saroa, Deloitte partner in M&A and restructuring. Thank you for your time today.
The legends have spoke. We're gonna try to do some live such and such when we can do some live such and such. Hopefully we can do one tomorrow. You know, we got a little moves we gotta make, but we're gonna see how everything work out, man. Thank everybody for tuning in, and we got some special stuff. I know y'all everybody heard what we talked about. We had a lot of little gems and shims. So shake them off and get your money up. I don't know what you want to do, get your money down if you don't want to listen. But hey, if you want to listen, there's money on to be made.
All righty, guys. That is the conclusion of episode 200. Episode 200. 200.
On the Taco Tuesday, boy.
Of the Black Wall Street Bets Taco Tuesday, where we talk about currency only. We will be back on Friday with our Freestyle Friday segment. You know, we give you guys a show and then we do a little freestyling at the end. You guys feel free to jump in on these lives. We go live 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. If you don't see us, find us in the comment section, DM us, PM us, whatever you need to do. We on Twitter at Black Privy. Same thing with Instagram, Black Privy, spelled BLKPRIVI. So yeah, please engage. We need the feedback. We love the feedback. Until then, peace.